right.
It's starting up.
And of course, if you wouldn't mind, you could put the stream in the chat, in the Skype chat when it comes up, so that way we could just pull it up and see if everything's all right.
Sure, if that helps. Yeah, absolutely. Let me find a link. How do I view my dashboard?
That. Oh, and I've been trying to make my voice a little bit higher pitch so it doesn't come out quite as booming. So, working any bit?
Sounds good to me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you as well.
Okay, so we should be live right now, assuming everything's going on. So, hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Sean Arnold, and today we're doing a bit of an impromptu style streaming video. Me being the idiot that I am, I absolutely forgot to actually upload an episode today.
Wait, that's my title.
No, it's mine now. And I totally forgot to upload an episode today, so what I did is I got in touch with my two good buddies here, StormCrown and Razorblade 921, and I said to them, hey, DevPro had a major update recently. Why don't we just go through what happened and what our thoughts are on it? So first, let me introduce the gentleman here. First, we've got StormCrown or Bjorn Eggert. How we doing, man?
Don't. Yeah, I'm doing fine.
That is the last time I will say your name. I'll just call you Storm from now on.
It's Björn.
Bjorn. There we go. And along with Bjorn, we've also got Razorblade 921.
It's just, it sounds so long.
I don't know why. I just can't get it into my head.
I know
there is no why.
It's fine, man. Hey guys.
Okay, so yeah, DevPro had a huge update. One of the biggest updates. I mean, I haven't been playing DevPro that long, but
I have been playing it for about 3 years ish.
Yeah,
this is about the biggest.
Which is crazy. Of course, over the last weekend we had the YUGIOH Dark Side of Dimensions movie being released, so there's a ton of cards from that being also released.
Yep.
But
as well as, if I remember, well, sorry for interrupting you.
No,
cool. If I remember, the other half of this being from the recent collector's pack that got introduced.
Cool. And this is the thing about anyone who's not on DevPro yet, or who has maybe joined us from Legacy of the Duelist and still maybe is on the fence. This is the thing I love about DevPro. I'm gonna go into a quick rant real quick. I don't understand why Konami isn't just doing this. Konami, get your shit together, man. This DevPro updates every single week. As soon as a new card is announced, they're like, "Yup, it's in our game." Whereas you, Konami, you're so slow to the mark, man. Jesus Christ.
No, this is the thing is saying, I laugh when Konami says they try to balance.
Yeah, like Konami this year is later on trying to update Legacy of the Duelist, and then they're gonna try and do their own PC version. They're trying to take down Dueling Network. They can't touch DevPro, but
well, that wasn't Konami.
Oh, that
wasn't Konami.
Oh, what happened?
No, that was the animation studio that now has the rights.
Oh, wow.
In fact, Konami had nothing to do with it.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. That's good to know for an update.
Yeah.
Like I said in a comment about a video about it, like Konami is kind of the good guy here because it could be helping the animation studio, but it chose not to.
Well,
I will say,
I'm saying they could be the bad guy here.
Yeah.
At least they're doing nothing.
I refrain from ever calling Konami the good guy. I think there's a whole lot more they can do, but
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I think maybe we'll talk about that a bit more in another day. But I mean,
look, it's better to have a sleeping dragon than a fire-breathing one.
Exactly.
Just the way DevPro updates like this every now and then, it's just amazing, and it keeps the game fresh, and this is what it needs, you know. So what we want to basically do is kind of go through the list here of all the brand new cards that have come out, and then this is practically almost like a whole new booster set, isn't it?
It is, and
it's not
and like we said, and like we said before, when we go to a card that's kind of in its own set, we'll go over the cards that are there, and as we're going on, we'll delete the cards as we go, so we don't like forget that we actually went over them.
Absolutely.
And guys, I was trying to tell you before, there are 2 new kaijus out.
So, and is that not on the set?
No,
No, that's not it. It's not in here.
um,
I don't. Wait, do you mean kaiju cards or kaiju monsters?
2 kaiju monsters. They were just on YGOH organization.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it then. I'll look. How about
Yeah,
we look at them?
I
How
tried
about
to
we
tell
look
you
at
in
them later?
chat before.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
how about we look at them later?
All right, so we're gonna go get through start getting through these in a minute now. Let me just type in a message, and yeah. So let's just run down through the list. And now the reason why I wanted you guys here to do this is because you know the current meta and current set of games more than I do. Some Razorblade, you've been even trying out some of these cards already. So what I basically wanted was to get your opinion on. Do you think these cards are going to be relevant? Are they going to have an impact on the meta, as well as how viable they are as well? So
They're
Alright.
viable as long as no one knows what they do.
So the very
Which I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
some people could. Most people probably won't.
So the very first one we've got here is Cosmo Dark Planet.
Oh God, this.
Now I don't know much about Cosmos. I do
Okay.
know. I do know. I've played against them quite a bit. I mean, I played maybe I want to say about maybe 10 times or so. I beat them.
Yes, this is my speciality.
I've beat them. I've beat them more than I've lost to them. But I know Cosmos are top tier, tier 0, as some people like to say.
Yeah.
No.
And
They're not even close to tier 0.
They're not top tier. I mean, they're up there, but they're not exactly top tier.
Oh, trust me, they are top tier. They share the first place.
And
Yeah.
and
You
Cosmos.
start losing to Cosmo when you underestimate them.
Do you know what? That sums me up perfectly. When I started to underestimate Cosmos and who I was playing against, that's when I got OTK normally. And to see them get new support is kind of astounding.
Well,
But I hate it because I absolutely despise Cosmo, but I will say this is the last Cosmo support we will be getting, and that I've heard.
So, first of all, can I ask about Cosmos? Are they in an anime or anything, or are they just their own archetype that just happen to be around?
they are
they are
based on Star Wars and Wizard of Oz.
Okay, that's wow.
Random.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very weird combination. It's kind of like imagine Star Wars and Wizard of Oz, but Wizard of Oz is in like an apocalyptic era.
So
Yeah, basically, if you look at Dark Planet, you can see the green area. That's supposed to be Oz.
So they just created this original set altogether.
Yep.
Wow, I'm pretty impressed.
It's a half psychic and half machine deck.
Yeah.
Where they revolve around banishing the psychic monsters in order to bring out the higher level, more powerful machine monsters.
So let me talk
Well,
about.
they used to.
So let me talk about this one here. We've got a level 10 machine, 4K attack, 4K defense, machine dart monster. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing Cosmo monsters from your hand whose total levels equal 10 or more. And cannot be special summoned by other ways. Kinda got that ritual vibe going there.
It's the kind of sorry.
So, cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. I'm so sick of unkillables. During either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can banish one Cosmo monster from your graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If this card is destroyed by... Sorry, go ahead.
So screw spell cards.
If this card is destroyed by... So go ahead.
Sean, read that again during other players.
During either player's turn when a spell card is activated,
you notice something that is missing.
Oh, once per turn?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Just thought I'd let you know. Because Cosmo is basically my speciality.
Well, let me finish off saying this one then. If
Yeah,
this card
sorry.
is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Add one level 9 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck to your hand. Right, so
Pretty much you can add your entire deck from your hand to your hand.
Me being Mr. Surface player, let me run down what I see here. I see searchability on pawn destruction, which is very, very likely, but you know, if you get it, you get it. Being unable to be targeted by card effects, which is which is really, really strong for monster effects. Most monster effects target spells and traps have their outs to it. I see with Chaos Max and other things like that, I see more people signing in cards like Mirror Forces and other untargetable cards, maybe Darkhold too. But then again, even that wouldn't really hurt Dark Planet too much because it gets a search out of it. I see the spell negation, which really isn't a spell negation, as opposed to if you're playing a smart player, it will just be mostly just spell prevention, as in you wouldn't play a spell
Right.
while it's out, because why would you just let it be negated? It's nuts that it can't be more than once per turn, unless you really wanted to force your opponent to banish most Cosmos in their graveyard, because
That's nothing.
that's nothing to
I've
a
seen
Cosmos,
that.
because Cosmo Town is a thing.
No, that's not the scary part. I've seen some builds that run
Burial,
burial from a different dimension.
yeah,
The one that returns 3 monsters to
Burial
the
is
graveyard.
amazing. So really, that's nothing at all. And the fact that it doesn't negate your own special effect, spell cards is crazy. And
No, it's optional.
I see,
Like the
yeah.
thing with Dark Planet, you either have to run 3 or 0
Oh, why is that?
because, well,
You want to banish another level 10?
it's yeah, because if you banish a planet for a planet, it's basically nothing.
Yeah.
But if you have to banish 2 cards to bring out 1, and then let's say you get Solemn Warning,
It's not
Well,
worth it.
yeah,
Now,
like
is that really a problem
Cosmo
for
is
Cosmos?
fast. That's a problem for any deck. No deck wants to go neck 3.
No, I know, but it's just
It's
you
just
know,
no,
again,
I
Cosmos
get
Co-
seems
I'm
so good at generating advantage. Like,
Cosmo
they-
need their cards.
fair enough.
Yeah, like each card in a Cosmo player's hand is pretty much,
Life and death.
yeah. Although with the new version running the Fire King field spell.
Right.
Fucking Phil spell.
Hang on, let me.
It's called Fire King Island.
Yeah, Fire King Island.
Let me type
It
that up.
reads: if this face-up card in the field zone is sent to the graveyard or banished, destroy all monsters you control. You can only use one of the following effect of Fire King Island per turn, and only once that turn. During your main phase, you can destroy 1 monster in your hand, or that you control, and if you do, add 1 Fire King monster from your deck to your hand. If you control no monsters, you can special summon 1 Fire Winged Beast type monster from your hand. Basically, what people are doing is popping their ships to summon out pilots, and then ranking into like Levia to bring out things that are banished.
Jeez.
Like I've seen players bring out a Cosmo Dark Planet. If you've seen Lithium's video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Cosmo Dark Planet, Cyber Dragon Infinity, Levia the Sea Dragon, a Tin Can, and then 1 extra monster in their first turn.
They used to be
The only thing that really hinders the deck is because, like, you have to pay so much life points.
yeah.
Like, just Tin Can, that's 500. The Strawman, that's another 500. And you usually use Strawman like 4 times per turn now. So it's gone from a battle phase deck to a combo deck.
It is.
Hell, a lot of players don't even run Farm Girl anymore.
It is. I'm surprised they don't. That's actually quite surprising. It sounds
Because she isn't a combo card.
It sounds really absurd. It reminds me of a
It's
card
stupid.
called. It reminds me of an old card called Return from a Different Dimension and stuff that you used to be able to do.
Yep.
Imagine that in Cosmo.
Yeah, I know that would be crazy. But back in the day, people would. When the game was much slower, you would use Chaos Monsters to banish a whole lot of monsters in your grave, or Bazoo, and then bring back things like Jinzos, whatever, negate everything on the field, and then just OTK for the win. That is insane. But that is not the only Cosmo card which we got today. We also got going down the line.
Cosmo
So
Walker.
take out Cosmo Planet then?
Cosmo,
Yep.
yes, Cosmo. Let's take that out. I'll leave it on the side for now because since we're still referring to it. But yeah, the next
Cosmo
one is Cosmo Walker, which is level 6, 24k, 1200. If a Cosmo card you control would be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can destroy another Cosmo card you control instead. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 level 5 or lower monster from your deck. What's your opinion on that one?
I mean,
my-
it's not
it's-
great. It's more
Can
like
you
the
talk
thing
about
of why. okay, it's all right. It's like kind of the thing
Let's
of
say your
saying,
opponent activates Raigeki, you can turn that into an MST for your Cosmo Town.
okay, true. It's most of the thing of saying of how the deck was right now. It's like, why would you run this? But I
Is
mean,
Mirror
it
match.
is it
I
one
can
of
understand it.
is it one of those things where like once Cosmos get going, you don't even care about the protection because
No, this card is run in the mirror match because the mirror match is stupid.
Mm.
Because remember, all the big ships they can't be targeted, and all their effects are basically target. You know.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright,
that's why a lot of these cards sound so ridiculous. Like destroy another card instead, return 3 cards. It's basically to make the mirror match less shit.
So, what would be your recommendation to other career Cosmo players with this card?
Cosmo Mocker,
Yeah.
I'd say side 2 or side 1 main deck 1
Okay.
because like Cosmo is gonna be everywhere, especially with Fire King Island. It's stupid.
Last thing I'm gonna ask: neither of you play in real life, do you?
No, in Iceland
I
we don't have the cards, sadly.
I used to, not anymore because
Okay.
it's
Besides,
like
it's far too expensive.
I was
like
I,
it's
I was just gonna ask that like the prices for these cards must shoot for the roof, particularly for Cosmo.
Oh yeah, Dark.
Cosmo is the most expensive deck.
Jeez.
Bitch, please, have you ever heard of Necros?
At the
Mhm.
time, at the time when it was Necros was definitely the most expensive deck.
It was $1,000 deck.
That's
Ish.
Exactly,
ridiculous. for a
and then
card
you
game.
see Cosmo.
That is absolutely ridiculous. I could not afford that. That's more than
That's
two.
I
nothing.
know.
You should see Giant Hand.
Oh,
Minerva. She's about 3,000.
don't even talk about Giant Hand and Minerva. That is literally the bankrupt card.
Jeez.
No, not anymore. Giant Hand came out in Infinity Gold.
Oh, right. Never
So
mind.
we've also got Cosmo Dark Lady. Level
Now,
another
Dark
Oh.
Lady I know is really good.
That's Darth Vader.
Darth
of the
Vader.
deck.
Wow. So level 5, 22k, 2200, 1800 defense. During another player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 6 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. You can only use this effect of Cosmo Dark Lady once per turn. During another player's turn, you can, when another monster's effect is activated, you can play 1k life points, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that monster.
That's actually a really good effect when you think about it.
Only in War Machine.
Yeah, that is. I mean, it's a 1k free negation.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the Cosmo deck. It can't kill itself with all
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I've seen a guy go down to 500 and then I've just cowboyed him for game.
I see.
During his first turn, by the way. No.
Right.
What was
I bait out the Infinity, then just...
What was Cosmo's biggest threat, if anything?
that would be Monarchs with their Stormforth.
How
Yeah.
do
And
these...
Cyber Dragon, and Machine Down.
Actually, I will. Do you know what? I'm gonna ask that question later when we get to the last couple of Cosmo cards. So the next one we got.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I just had I just figured out.
So are we done with Dark Lady?
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say about Dark Lady?
Konami, why didn't you make her a machine? And just in case you're wondering, because it's Darth Vader, he's half machine. It's a line from the movie, for Pete's sake.
Next, we got Fearful Lion.
Cosmo Fearful Lion, level 2, 1200, 500, Psychic Light. During another player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 3 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. Wow. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can play 500 and target 3 of your banished Cosmo monsters. Return them to the graveyard. And if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Is that as good as I think it is?
Like,
No.
if you, no, it's not good.
It's done to them. It's done for the mirror match because, as you may have noticed, you're banishing a lot of cards. Like Dark Eclipser banishes to negate traps, Planet negates spells. But here's the thing: since it's you have to return 3, it's not so good because what if you have 2?
Exactly, because it doesn't say up to 3. It has to be 3.
If it were up to 3, I'd
Oh,
maybe say side 1 for the mirror match.
I see.
But since it says 3, I get what they were going for. It's basically Fearful Line is made to fuel Dark Planet, but I just maybe if that effect were once per turn during either player's turn, but still you have to return 3. I'd run 2,
It
1.
reminds me of the comparisons of Miracle Dig versus Burial on the next different dimension. Whereas
Exactly.
Miracle Dig requires you to have 5 monsters currently removed from play. It's just a restriction there. I see.
No, I'd probably say it's more like a reverse Barbar, if anything.
Reverse Barber. Let me see that.
No,
Barbar is Burning Abyss.
it's basically the exact opposite. You banish other Burning Abyss to burn. This one is return Cosmo to burn.
Gotcha. And then
Yeah.
Bad.
if I'm not mistaken, the last Cosmo card we have is Cosmo Owning,
Yep.
and that is monster.
Cos-
That is the tits for the mirror match.
Okay,
Oh my
now
God.
this is the thing. This card is some Madolce shit when you think about it.
Monsters
Like,
destroyed
it
by
isn't
battle
good, but it's amazing.
with Cosmo monsters you control are shuffled into the deck instead of being sent to the graveyard. Interesting. You can banish this card from your graveyard this turn. The first time you would take battle damage from a battle involving a Cosmo monster you control, you gain that much life points instead.
No, like
No, that
imagine,
doesn't-
imagine
with-
this. Say that your opponent has a Dark Destroyer or a Dark Planet, let's say, and you have a tin can.
That's basically what saves you.
Pretty much, it's just like, oh, they attacked. You banish this, and then you gain that life, and then you gain that damage and life points.
Especially when you think of one thing. Tin Can doesn't search monsters, it searches cards.
So you can
So
search
you-
this.
Yeah, so you could reveal this. You don't get it, it gets sent to the graveyard.
By the way, shout outs to Andy, Bjorn, and Ravan. Hey, how you doing, guys? So Cosmorning, I mean, to me, why would you want your monster shuffle back in your deck?
No, this isn't. No, this isn't.
This is the main deck.
Yeah, why would you
Like-
want to shuffle back into your main deck?
Because, like, let's say you destroy a Dark Destroyer by battle.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want him triggering.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then, like, pendulum monsters.
Yeah.
They won't get sent to the, because this is the thing of what happens is that it's weird how it works, but it's kind of the thing on how if you have like say what's that card Macrocosmo or something like that.
Yeah.
The like pendulum monsters, how they work is that they attempt to go to the graveyard but they can't because
Oh, wow.
and then they go to the extra deck reason. Like it's a whole thing and how they're so it's like they attempt to go to the grave because they're a monster. But then since that doesn't work, they go to the extra instead just because they're a pendulum. It's weird how it works.
Yeah.
And when instead of going to the extra deck, if you have like say Dimensional Rift or something like that on the field, they get banished instead.
So I just realized what this was. This is basically an anti-floater card for Cosmos that makes everything basically into.
Also,
my biggest comparison is Amazon's Trainee.
It's also hilarious when you face young Sings with this card.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, definitely.
Great minds think alike. Although when I'm comparing your mind to my mind, I think I'm insulting you.
Okay, so Cosmos, more crazy support. Are we gonna see much? Are you gonna see a big difference in the way they're played, or is it gonna be largely
Cosmo always were a controlled deck. You could, RB, you can correct me if I'm ever wrong. And they really were like connected to the battle phase. You know, summon Farm Girl. Sean, you know what Farm Girl does, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, like attack, get a search or two, banish for Dark Destroyer-ish, you know, that sort of stuff. Like now, they can pretty much empty their deck. And I'm not talking about the extra, I'm talking about, like, they could have 2 cards left in their main deck by the end phase.
Jeez.
Which is really funny when they attempt to activate Tin Can, and then they rage quit because they can't.
Jeez. So my the question which I was gonna ask you earlier.
Oh, sorry.
No, it was much earlier, not just now. Yeah, and the question I was going to ask you when we were talking about Dark Lady is this going to push Cosmos to be the top tier singular deck? Or can other decks still stand up to it?
No. Well, you first have to realize it's only once per turn. Look, Cosmo isn't going to get any higher. It's already tier 1. It's just now it has better matchups like against PK Fire or Burning Abyss.
Okay.
Because before you were basically screwed. I mean, what were you gonna do? Like Slit Rider, one of their Fiendish Chains, the one that can activate from the graveyard to summon a monster. It's not gonna help you.
And
Not really.
And how does it help against the Monarch matchup?
Well, they can't activate Idea, or is it Idia?
Idia?
I think I think it's Edia.
Idia, yeah, okay.
Idia, whatever. The level 1/1, and like just basically monster effects. And then like if you have Dark Lady out and Dark Planet, I wouldn't want to face that.
Yeah.
No spells, no monster effects. I only run 4 traps. And I don't count Soul on it.
Well,
they're basically just combo cards.
Well, it should be interesting in the next couple of months because, if I'm not mistaken, World Championship is in July every year. So it should be interesting to see what goes on down there. And then if Konami infamously decides to nerf Cosmos afterwards, because apparently normally everything after that everything that tops the World Championship normally gets nerfed afterwards, so I don't know.
You ever heard of Tellarknights?
Tellarknights, yeah.
They didn't get nerfed.
Never were hit.
No, that's not true. They hit Rhoda, which hurt a lot of other decks.
That's the only thing I hate about. That's one of the things that I hate about Konami. It's just like, oh yeah, this deck is doing so well right now. We gotta nerf the cards that are around. Well. We gotta nerf the cards around it, and it's instead of the actual fucking archetype.
They didn't hit Tellarknights. They aren't that good. Sure, they won Worlds, but look, half the players that came to Worlds from TCG were playing Burning Abyss, and the other half from the World Championship from Japan were playing Pendulums, which weren't out yet.
Right.
So basically, we had to play decks that both players had access to. Not only that, but we also had a specific Worlds ban list.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so like Tellarknights on the best deck, they were just better than anything else because everything else was trash.
Okay, cool. So what I want to do next is no, that's fine. What I want to do next is instead of going down the list, I know the next card was Crimson Nova, but I want to save the anime movie video cards for a little while. What I want to do now is touch on this random Raid Raptor that I'm seeing here. Let me get onto. Let me do all the OCG, TCG stuff out the way, and then we'll talk about all the brand new anime movie stuff,
like all the movie stuff and all that.
Yeah,
isn't it
they're all
basically
together.
just a tomato?
Yeah. Well, I know I'm putting all of the Crimson Nova, like all of that movie stuff in the side deck right now for later.
So so go ahead.
Isn't Napalm just a Mystic Tomato?
So let me read out what it says. It's wing-based dark, level 4, 1k attack, 1k defense, really, really weak. Once per turn, you can inflict 600 damage to your opponent. Also, you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of the turn except Raid Raptor monsters. Now,
well, hey, look at the upside. Look at the upside. It's a cowboy.
I wanna ask you guys a question about that in a second. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Raid Raptor monster from your deck, but its effects are negated. Okay, this card seems a little shit to me. If I'm wrong,
it's like. First effect is bad. Second effect is alright, depending on what you summon.
Can I ask about
burn damage is never good unless it's at least 800.
Can I ask
like
about
Cowboy?
Can I ask about the burn damage effect? Is this an effect which you can use after you've activated your effect, say like at the end of the turn? By the wording of it.
For the rest of this turn, yes, you could do all your shenanigans with Castel main phase 1, and then activate this main phase 2.
It's like with a certain sea monster called Bahamut Shark, where you could still attack with it, and then after you attack with it, you could still use the effect.
Oh, okay. All right then. So that effect is really quite negligible, but the second one, it's a searcher for raid raptors. From what I've never played raid raptors, but from what I'm seeing, I don't
It's
understand
Raid
why they.
raptors don't battle. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Why do they need this?
It's
I don't
basically
know.
like giving noble knights, I don't know, a dragon that does something unrelated.
So they got
So
that.
don't put me on the spot.
They got that card, but they also got a another rank 4 for themselves.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Blade Burner Falcon.
Okay. This one I have mixed feelings about.
Do you wanna read it out and tell us what you think?
All right. I'll read it out. Razorblade Blade Burner Falcon needs 1K attack, 1K defense, rank 4, needs 2 level 4 wing beast monsters. Figured.
I
if
thought
this-
it would need 2 spellcasters, honestly.
If this card is Xyz summoned while your opponent's life points are at least 3,000 higher than yours, you can make this card gain 3,000 attack. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can detach any number of Xyz materials from this card. Destroy monsters your opponent controls equal to the number of Xyz monsters detached.
So, what's your opinion on this? Hey, I got shout out to Mr. Toby 1018. How you doing, man? And shout out to Frog as well. How you doing, man?
It's like
Hey,
I said,
Sean.
I have mixed. Sorry.
Hey, Sean, wanna invite Toby?
Yeah, if he wants to get on, I don't know where he is. He might be somewhere. I don't know where he's watching the show from. But Toby, if you want to get in on this, feel free to join in, man.
It's definitely mixed feelings because, like, I kind of imagine this like a trump card, kind of, where if, like, say your opponent has the edge over you, you just bring this, you bring this out, and then you just have an instant 4K beat stick that can just detach material and pop more monsters that doesn't target.
So the combat
Yeah,
factor.
but most of the time it's just a dead card taking up space in your extra deck.
But then again, it's like you'd only really run one of this.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
I would really love to get Toby in here on this because he plays Raid Raptors.
Yeah, Toby is pretty
think,
much all in.
I think. Do you play Raid Raptors as well, RB?
I did a little bit, not really too much. I wanted to. It's just I could not figure out how to make the deck with the new support.
Toby,
I could just not figure it out. So I was just like, screw this.
It's simple.
Toby's at work right now, so he can't join in. Toby, if you could put into the chat, what is your opinion on these cards, and throw that down to us before we delete them out. But we'll keep on chatting until you say that. Storm, go for it.
Raid Raptors aren't really that difficult. Basically, they're the XYZ version of Blackwings. All they really do is spam out cards. Rank 4s, rank 4s.
Well, I know
Occasional
that
rank 3 that no one runs. Remember that
Nobody runs that.
Yeah,
So-
like I said, that occasional rank 3 that nobody runs.
So were Raid Raptors lacking in a combat factor? Were they lacking in attack? Is it?
They
No,
are-
no,
They
not
don't
really.
attack. They're a bit like Talonites. They don't attack. They use their effect to get so much advantage. They could easily go for like 8 cards during turn 1 if they.
Literally, they literally have a one turn thing that can pretty much give them a towers.
Okay, so here's what Toby saying. He's saying 3 words: Galaxy Cipher Dragon. Is he saying that this is his out for Galaxy Cipher? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this he's trying to suggest
I
that
think he just wants to talk about it.
he probably does. He probably does. We'll get to it later though.
Gotta keep the suspense.
Yeah, no, he's just talking about Cipher. He stole someone's Castile and overlaid dark matter on it. That is stupid, Cipher Dragon. We will definitely talk about that.
Not really.
I mean, I can understand that, but this is the thing of Galaxy Cipher says, well, in order to bring dark matter out, it says Galaxy Eyes Xyz. Oh wait, okay, never mind. If it's an actual Xyz monster, if it's an actual Xyz monster, then that makes it work. Okay, never mind. My mistake. I just realized that.
There are no extra deck cards called XYZ except for Rebellion.
So are there any other cards which are non-anime movie-ish here? Because I don't know what the Blazing Mars is. I'm gonna guess that's a movie card. And Pandemic Dragon.
I don't. No. Blazing Mars and like Pandemic Dragon. I don't think those are.
Alright, so let's do those now.
Isn't Blazing Mars part of the planet?
Yeah, it's
Like
part of the.
Venus-
It's part of the. It's part of the planet monster. Mars.
Oh, really?
Whereas like we have
Splendid
like
Venus and
yeah, we have like blazing Mars, like what was it? Something Mercury, I think. It's like no
then there's
Saturn.
Venus.
Yeah, there's blazing Mars, the big Saturn. What and like there's a bunch of other ones.
Wow, I didn't.
It's not a really good
Oh,
deck, and it has
wow.
no consistency.
That card is. I remember the Big Saturn. I have not seen it in ages. Toby 1080 says, "How long were you streaming? Because I'm off in 2 hours." I'm not sure how long. Normally, I actually go to bed quite early on Mondays because I wake up early and then get back in. So I don't know if we'll be still up in 2 hours time, but if we are,
I mean,
I might wake up later on and do some streaming when I get back up anyway.
yeah.
So yeah, the Blazing Mars. I mean, I guess there's not really much here to say. It's not really an archetype, which is going to make it useful. If this card is in your
Well,
hand,
it is an archetype. It just isn't very connective.
Yeah, it's like the actual cards in general, they don't really connect that well. They're just kind of there.
So I'm gonna have a quick read of this, but I'm getting the feeling that it's not even worth talking about. If this card
It
is in your
isn't.
If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can banish 3 other monsters from your graveyard, special summon this card. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn. During your MP1, you can send all other monsters you control to the graveyard. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each card sent. You can only use this once per turn. Is there anything worth noting about this card?
Okay.
Throw it in the
There's
trash.
There is only one deck that I can think of that you could possibly use that in, and that's Shiranui, just because of the banishing effect. But that's it.
Just into the graveyard.
Okay, alright, well, I guess we'll get rid of that. Pandemic Dragon, what's his story?
Pandemic, like, this is actually a brand new card if I remember, and it's kind of cool.
So let's have a read
It's
of it.
awesome.
Let's have a read of this then. This is good. Dragon Dart type, interesting. Level 7, 2500, 1000 defense. Once per turn, you can pay life points in multiples of 100. All other face-up monsters currently on the field lose attack equal to the life points you paid to activate this effect. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on the field with attack less than or equal to this card. Destroy it. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, all face-up monsters currently on the field lose 1000 attack. So it's kind
Like,
of
it's an interesting monster.
yeah, it's actually
I
quite.
think Konami was watching me duel and just thought, you know what this guy needs? Some way to lower my opponent's attack.
Well, it reminds me.
You know what we need to raise the price of Ragna Zero.
It reminds me. It reminds me of Attack of the Cornered Rat by being able to pay hundreds of life points to reduce an opponent's monster's attack. But this is for all monsters on the field, so that's pretty cool. And it
Also,
sounds-
is anyone else getting interplanetary purpley thorny?
Oh
dragon
god,
life
yeah,
points?
interplanetary purpley thorny dragon and beast.
Am I the only one
it is a
getting
cool-
that vibe?
It is a cool design, I will say that.
Definitely. And then there's his little brother, Assault Wyvern.
Oh, did I miss
Yeah,
that?
assault wyvern.
Let me find that one.
It's a level 4.
Yep.
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
like it's right next to
I
A
take
and
this
B,
one?
if I remember.
Assault Wyvern. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you contribute this card, push summon one dragon type monster from your hand or graveyard except Assault Wyvern. Wow.
If only it said deck.
Decent effect because
Not bad.
decent effect. I mean, level 4 that you could summon 18 beater, not bad.
Honest.
Yeah.
Guarantee a destruction.
It's pretty
I
interesting.
mean, hey, it's like the whole thing on how, say, fucking darkness metal is in the graveyard. You can pop this and then bring it back.
Yeah. Pandemic's
Yeah, but you
effect
have-
is pretty interesting. I do like Pandemic's effect. I like his destruction effect, even though there's some situations where it won't be useful. I like the.
Well, his lowering of attacks doesn't target, so even if you can't target the monster, you should be able to destroy it by battle.
That's really, really awesome. And
Mhm.
if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, everything loses us 1000 attack. It's kind of cool. I actually kind of like it. I can't think of any particular
And it's
situation right
permanent.
now. Yeah, that's the other thing that's really good. This is permanent, not to the end of the term. I can't really think of any particular situation right now, but I see it being fun in some tech situations. It's a shame it wasn't level 8. Shame it was another way.
Exactly. Like,
Okay.
I'm almost tempted of running a Sacred Sword of 7 stars in my deck.
Yeah.
I'm not that desperate yet, but I might
Now, I am not sure if if all the other cards that are in the main deck are possibly from the movie or the anime.
So where do you
I
guys?
think that's it.
Where do you
I
guys want to
think
begin?
this is an upgraded version of Spear Dragon.
Spear Dragon.
Kyber card.
That old dragon. Spear Dragon.
Yeah, it was just this
1900.
that old dragon that did piercing.
So what?
It was like one of the
Yeah, and then
first
switch
monsters
to
that
defense mode.
What card are
I
you
think-
saying?
Zero defense.
What card are you saying is an updated version of it?
Assault Vyvern. I feel like this is because, well, basically all these cards from the movie, they're like replacing old cards like ABC instead of XYZ. Assault Vyvern.
Is it?
And then
we have.
Pandemic Dragon instead of Purpley Thorny one.
Wow.
we
okay.
have- yeah, we got,
Trihorn
elect-
Dragon. Wow. Yeah.
We have these magnet warriors that are kind of replacing the old ones.
Well,
Wow.
no, they work with the old ones.
Well,
So-
I know they work with them, but it's like they're adding on to it.
Mhm.
So,
Well, adding.
Any-
Well, they're taking from it.
so,
It's a level over.
so I'm basically just
Any-
waiting on you, RB, to hook me up with that video link, man. I need to see that movie. So it gets.
Well, you got a link.
No, well, I'm hoping he will hook me up sometime. I'm hoping he'll just say, "Yo, sure."
I'll see if I can find it.
I'm hoping it'll be
Hook
like.
me up. I need to see that.
I hope he'll just be like the guy from Resident Evil 4 and just be like, "Yo, Sean, what are you buying?" And just like show me.
Buying.
So seeing as we are kind of on the Kyber theme, let's go carry on with that. We got Kaiser Force Raider. If you control all monsters, you can special summon this card from your
It's not
hand.
that bad.
If this card
No, it's-
destroys an opponent's monster by battle, this card gains 500 attack. If this is destroyed by battle, that monster that destroyed it loses 500 attack.
You know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
Red
It
layer?
it kind of reminds me of like a red layer or a cyber dragon kind of thing, where he can summon himself if you have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If he destroys opponent's monster by battle, he gains attack. I don't know what that kind of relates to.
The Temple of the King's monster, Baphomet,
Something circuit.
circuit.
Yeah.
The last effect, it reminds me of an old monster by the name of Slate Warrior.
So
Yeah, that they mix them up. Not mix them up. They combine them.
so do we
That's
need
the yellow part.
Do we besides nostalgia? Do we need a dark 1900 Cyber Dragon?
They are doing it because they're up like this. Vorse Raider used to be a vanilla.
Yeah, it did. Good call.
Basically,
right.
they're taking Yugi's and Kaiba's deck and making the cards in it better.
Vamping it up.
It's pretty cool.
So instead of like, instead of the vanilla beta, Yugi would get beta the electromagnetic warrior.
which is
They're
pretty,
basically doing that.
which is pretty cool, to be honest with you, because I don't want to pick up the next Konami game. They say, oh hey, play it as Kaiba or Yugi with these vanilla crappy monsters that came out 20 years ago. Now maybe they'll actually give us an updated version of the deck, but still have these iconic cards.
Dude, it's Konami. Konami is Konami. Konami is the worst.
Konami is the worst. Hashtag fuck Konami.
hashtag blame Konami.
Kaiser Force Raider, yeah, Kaid Frenner. The stream looks frozen to
It's
Ravan. Oh god.
It's
the
all right.
stream-
It's not.
The stream is bloody frozen. Why is the stream always frozen? Oh,
Well, to be fair, we aren't exactly doing.
I'm a noob. I don't get it.
No. It's just it can also be bad connection. YouTube could be doing something. Yada yada yada.
Fair enough. Well, it should be fine now. It's fine on my end.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
Cool.
YouTube could be doing.
Anyway,
So
what do
we now talk about the alphabet.
Yeah, should we do the... Oh, wait, are we done with Kaiba? Is there anything else for Kaiba? Yeah, let's do Kaiba stuff. So, Kaiba...
yeah,
The alphabet
okay,
is
well,
Kaiba stuff.
Okay, well,
Oh,
how
is
about
it?
this?
Remember,
okay, do you want-
XYZ used to be his.
Yeah, before Chaz.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
Chaz kind of ruined it.
He did. He ruined a lot of
So
things. we got
Sean, what do you want-
A, B, C, then.
Well, yeah, Sean, what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the Blue Eyes, or do you want to start with this ABC?
Let's do ABC.
All
Yeah,
right.
because No, A, B, C. One,
1,
two,
2, 3.
three. Gotta start with
A,
it.
B, C, baby, you
My
and me.
God!
Join us, RB. You must join the dark side.
No!
Come
We have
on.
milk and cookies.
I have a Jerry curl waiting for you right now. Jermaine Jackson says hello.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, A Assault Core.
A Assault Call. Once per turn, level 4, 1900, good stats. Machine
Well,
Union.
all
Once per turn, you can.
all of, sorry.
Once per turn, you can either target one light machine type monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. I'm assuming they all have the effect.
They're
While
all unions.
while equipped by this effect, the equipped monster is unaffected by your opponent's monster effect. Nice. If
Okay,
the
now,
Sorry, go ahead.
so I'm pretty much to speed it up a little bit.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
A Assault Core, they all are union monsters. Then they all pretty much have the same effect when they're equipped. A is preventing monster effects. B is not affected by spells, and C is not affected by traps.
That is
And you can keep count on it because A is yellow for monsters, B is green for
Yeah.
spells,
Oh.
and then C is blue for traps. I think Konami's colorblind.
You are colorblind.
Yeah.
That's a blue card.
Yeah. Okay. Woo.
Don't
Is
you
it
remember
blue?
when? Don't you remember when traps used to be blue?
Do you know what?
Yeah,
I'm kind of looking at it. It actually kind of looks purple. It kind of looks.
It's like a
kind
purple.
of looks purple. Guys, don't kid me. That is, well, I mean, get
No,
the skeleton, but
no,
like
no,
the
it's
big
the
wing,
wing.
definitely
No,
blue.
it's the wings that are blue. It's not the actual fucking skeleton.
Yeah.
Point,
No, look-
but still,
no,
the wings
look,
are the
he's got-
big part.
But
You
yeah,
can't,
oh look,
like,
he's
it's
got those.
like putting
He's
a
got
big picture of a one with boobs and then saying King Kong is in the background. What? King Kong's in the background? Where?
And they
Yeah, it's like, oh look, he's got those. He's got the little red missiles pointing right at you.
and they all have the end effect of if this is sent from the field to the graveyard. Something
Well,
you can have a special summon one from your hand, which is see Wyvern.
Oh yeah,
Add one from your deck,
Core-
or add one from your graveyard. Now that is to me the most important part of the effects, because the problem I had when I back in the day tried to play XYZs was their searchability. I'm like, I've got X, I've got Z, where's Y? Oh my god, I've got
Yeah,
nowhere
you
to search
need-
for
you
Y.
need a-
Why? I'll
need a
tell
way to
you.
search it.
It's okay. Everyone together. Let's go with the alphabet.
Why don't I have why?
Why?
Oh.
I'll tell you why.
So it's
Shut up.
It is awesome that they.
Oh,
kinda-
come on. I've gotten way more alphabet jokes.
It is awesome that they kind of figured that out and that they gave them.
Also, I
a
wonder
little
how many
recycling and
people
such, you know.
actually. Sorry, I was just wondering how many people in the chat actually remember unions.
That would be.
And I'm not talking about the ones that are, made to ensure payment in work. I'm talking about the monsters.
The only. Oh, I remember the units.
Politics.
I actually remember the units. I remember Frontline Base. I remember Dark Blade. I remember the little dragon that went with Dark Blade. I remember
Right.
that one, but I'm sure a lot of people don't. Frontline Base might be
well-
actually good with this set though.
Well, since we're already talking about that, why don't we go to ABC Dragon Buster, their fusion?
Let's do that.
Yeah, it's a bit like there's a joke on Asian Ice's video. Hey Konami, I'm still waiting for ABC, and then he just went through the entire alphabet support. Well, I mean, they already did V, W, X, Y, Z, and now they have ABC.
Now this card is a huge improvement over the older stuff.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, and
ABC
also one more
Dragon
thing.
Buster.
That is,
Yeah, there's also one more thing. You know how we used to have X, Y, Z monster, the fusion,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then we got X, Y, Z summons.
and now we
Yeah.
have an ABC summon.
In before ABC summons.
Oh man, we don't need more summers. I hope not. I really
No,
don't.
I'm just saying they could.
I think
We still don't have red
that it
cards.
just- I hope that it at least stays with pendulums, because pendulums I don't really mind too much.
Yeah.
So this
Anyway,
card here
for red-
this
Twin
card is
Twister. Not a problem.
This card is a huge improvement over the older stuff because one, you banish it. It had contact fusion.
Well, It's
It-
like this is pretty much a dragon. What was that called? The XYZ Dragon, like Dragon Buster Cannon or something. I don't remember.
yeah, that was it. Yeah,
No,
But,
XYZ
that-
Dragon Cannon.
Yeah, XYZ Dragon. That one discarded to destroy a card. This one, if you read the effect,
You discard to target on the field and banish it, which is
Although
really
XYZ Dragon Cannon has one thing over this card.
What's that?
XYZ Dragon Cannon isn't once per turn.
Oh, well, still, in this day and age, the structure's pretty much useless. So, you know.
right? Anyway,
Yeah, but I'd still...
Okay.
but this is the thing that XYZ Dragon Cannon doesn't have.
It doesn't tribute itself.
Yeah,
So
it contributes itself to target 3 banished light machine unions with different names and special summon them, and it's also a quick effect.
That's pretty damn cool. That is pretty damn cool, actually. That
Now-
makes him a lot more viable. My only qualm right now is thinking about how do I get it out of the deck.
Well, you could just run the Light Swan engine and mill the entire Union part of your deck, and then banish them all to summon this guy.
Oh, I will
the-
never even dare to touch.
Well,
Light
no,
Swans.
there
Light
is-
Swans are the
There
worst.
is the whole thing of how we have Machina engine.
Yeah, that's true.
It's amazing. Oh,
Machina engine with the Peacekeeper gear frame and Fortress.
That's true.
That way
Peacekeeper.
you can have it so that you can get these monsters to your hand. You can just send them to the graveyard, and then you can banish them in order to bring this monster out if you want to.
Cool.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just the Light Swan engine just makes it so much faster. And me having ADHD, I don't have a lot of patience.
But Light Swans are the worst, so no one should ever touch.
Yeah,
Light
but
Swans.
they're fast. You gotta give them that. They are fast.
Light Swans are the worst. Moving on. Okay, so now we have Blue Eyes White Dragon.
All right.
Deep Eyes.
No,
Deep
it's not Blue Eyes. It's Deep Eyes.
Deep Eyes.
Yeah,
White
look
Dragon.
deep into my eyes.
So
Something.
this was an interesting one. Level 10 dragon, fine, whatever. When a face-up blue eyes monster you control is destroyed by a battle or an opponent's card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, inflict 600 damage to your opponent for each dragon-type monster with a different name in your graveyard. The thing
Okay, that isn't that bad.
That's not that bad. The thing I like about it the most is that it's not saying
Keep reading.
It can only be special summoned that way, so that's fine.
Yeah, keep reading.
If this card is normal or special summon, target one dragon-type monster in your graveyard. This card's attack becomes equal to that monster's attack. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, destroy all monsters your opponent controls.
So if it gets
Hey,
destroyed,
Jay, I now run 5-headed dragon.
Yeah.
Wonder what will happen if I run this card.
Or
Now I have to deal with 2 5k beaters.
or something more viable would be Chaos Max. Dump Chaos Max into the graveyard,
Yeah,
which is pretty
yeah,
easy
you have-
to do. Bring
Yeah,
out
but
Deep
5.
Eyes.
Yeah, but 5-headed has 5k.
Yeah, but how
Screw your 4k.
Fair enough.
how are you gonna get into the graveyard?
You win. You win. No, no,
Simple. You destroy it.
He wins.
How? Okay, here's a better.
This is
Here's a better idea.
2016.
How do you get it from the extra deck to the graveyard?
Have you ever seen my deck in action? I pretty much mill my entire deck of dragons by turn 3.
And anyway.
So,
The problem isn't getting the dragons there. The problem is searching out Dragon's Mirror.
and then plus it has a nice little effect at the end of it, which is if
Literally a
it's destroyed by a card effect.
It's
It is-
basically a weaker version of Absolute Zero.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's literally a Raigeki.
It is.
Oh, yeah. Much
I
slower, but still.
I
It's basically like It's basically like Raigeki if Raigeki were a ticking time bomb.
I am all right. So you play a dragon deck, Storm. Would you run this card?
In a Blue Eyes, yes.
You
In my deck, well, I mean, I only really play 2 Blue Eyes dragons, and that is White Spirit. And then like my deck kind of revolves around 7 and 8s. Like I even tried to
Yeah,
run Red
same.
Eyes Darkness, which is 10, but like I get it. It's a special summon that I can do once per turn, but it doesn't synergize.
It doesn't
At
really have any use to me.
It's just
either.
kind of out there.
It really is.
But in a Blue Eyes deck, oh my god,
Do you really think so? I feel like it's not necessary, to be honest with you.
not necessary. Running Dark Planet isn't necessary.
I guess the effect. Well, yeah.
You don't have to run Raigeki, but you're still gonna do it, aren't you?
It's true. It's true.
Right.
It's true. Having it.
Anyway.
Because, like, if this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, look, you can say, well, I mean, yeah, but destruction is bad. No one really does that. Well, let's say they make a Castell and shuffle it into the deck. Most players only play one Castell, and, like, they've already used it.
My worry...
I think it's more like a bait rather than an actual beater.
Yeah, that could be
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think you kind of hit it on the nail on the head there. It's a nice it's kind of more mind games than anything else, really.
Yeah, because
Right.
So
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So I was gonna say the next, go ahead.
Hey
Ollie.
Sean.
Yeah.
You remember how you were using contract with the Abyss with Chaos Max?
Yep.
Well, now we finally got Chaos form.
Don't need it anymore. We got Chaos form. This card can be used to ritual summon any Chaos or Blackluster Soldier. Interest in that ritual monster. You must also
that's because. Sorry, may I?
No, go for it.
Quick. If you're wondering why it lists Blackluster Soldier,
Yes,
that's because in the OCG it's Chaos Soldier, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Good.
It's a bit like with the new Cypher cards coming later on. The reason why it says. Sorry.
It can also work with the. Yeah, it can also work with that new Blackluster ritual that we actually got.
No, I'm talking the new Cypher monster that also lists an old card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get that in a second.
Because it's called Cypher in the OCG. It's basically that. Or why Manga Reran is always on every Toon card.
Yeah.
Things like that.
So this is an improvement over what I used to use contract for. It can tribute monsters from the hand or field like and with normal ritual, but it can also banish Blue Eyes White Dragon from your graveyard, whose total levels
or Dark Magician.
Which is amazing if you like empty your deck out before you can use ADR.
Yeah. I would typically speaking, at least this is just my experience of running a Blue Eyes deck last week. I would avoid the banishing effect as much as possible because there's so much recycling.
Yeah.
But you've got Blue Eyes White Dragon in the form of White Spirit. I don't know if it works with White Spirit actually.
Doesn't.
No.
White Spirit it is only treated as a Blue Eyes card.
So there, but it would work with alternative, wouldn't it? No.
Yeah, it would.
Yes, as long as it's on the field.
Right.
As long as it's on the field.
Oh, okay. So.
Oh, my track support RP. Don't do it.
So it's there. You need it. It's fine. It's not bad in any way, really.
It's never bad to have options.
It's not really. Yeah, it's an extra option. It's not really a power up, but it's there. Yeah.
No, it's another option. Like, if you feel like you have game, then you can go for this with the banish effect in your graveyard and just banish one Blue Eyes.
Revan619 asks, will pre-preparation that work for Chaos Max? Pre-preparation, add 2 cards from your hand.
Pre-preparation.
That only works if the ritual spell specifically lists the ritual monster.
Which if it was this would only work if it was the original Blackluster Soldier.
No, it says Blackluster Ritual Monster.
No, Blackluster Soldier Ritual Monster.
Yeah, that isn't the name. That is just hype. It's a bit like why Eye of the Myas isn't like really like why you can't search it in Circle because it's a Dark Magician. Like in quotations.
Mutadi Mahir says, "Hey guys, hey Mutadi, how you doing, man? He says, which deck are you running right now? We're not even doing any deck building. We're just going through the brand new cards that's just come out to the game. Okay, so let's move on real quick. We got Ultimate Burst.
We're having a really fun time doing it.
Ultimate Burst. Target one fusion monster. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. You can control. This turn, it can make 3 attacks during the battle phase. Wow. And if it attacks, your opponent can activate any cards or effects to the end of the damage step. So. That's
Each head can attack once, and each head turns into an Armades.
Pretty much.
Okay, like I'll say this, like it's actually not that bad when you think about it because with how Blue Eyes is right now, it's really easy to make ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you have to run poly.
I mean, yeah, you do.
All Dragon's Mirror.
But it's But it's also
Look,
the
if
thing
you don't
of
want to
saying,
banish
like,
1 to summon the ritual, you don't want to banish 3
No,
for
no,
an
no,
ultimate.
no. I'm not saying I do, but I could see it being. I could see people that might want
A
to
top
do that.
decking, maybe?
Some people might
Might
want to
be
do a
nice.
Dragon's Mirror version. I know I've seen some Blue Eyes builds on the line that do like to run Dragon's Mirror, but to run Dragon's Mirror then Ultimate Burst seems a bit like. I mean, it's a fun card. It's an anime card. It's there for one reason, really, just for
Dude,
the
if you can
entertainment.
pull this off, you shouldn't lose. That's a 4,500. That's 4,500 Amares.
yeah, that is a 4,500 like, it's literally kind of relating to a cubic monster, where it's a 3k beat stick that can attack 3 times.
Yeah, I can
Dude,
see.
that's
some,
later.
I can
Let's not make Sean shit himself yet.
I can see some guys who like running rogue decks, just like having fun with that, just who get kicks out of like being able to kind of achieve those impossible things. So we'll see that.
Dude, why do you think I play Ghost Trick in the first place?
That's because you're a masochist, RB, not because you like to run rogue.
So we got next we got Dragon's Perseverance. Target one dragon monster you control that was special summoned. For each monster your opponent controls that was special summoned this turn, this monster gains 1 additional attack during each battle phase this turn.
This isn't worth.
Is this Azurize? Like, which dragon is that?
No, on the thing, yeah.
It looks like it looks like a fucking xenomorph. That's what it looks like.
It really does.
Yeah, but I don't know the claws.
Yeah.
And it being white. All xenomorphs are black.
But that head though.
Yeah, that head. No, oh look, it's third.
Kind of looks like a
it's third-
penis.
Really
with
look,
a
it's-
mouth.
Frieza, what are you doing here?
The card's ass.
I never remember.
The card is ass.
It's a card that Kaiba uses against Yugi when he special summons during his turn.
Oh,
I haven't seen the movie. I just know that's how it works.
I see. I mean, it's
aren't
really,
even
really
hiding it.
specific. The only thing I can see it maybe being useful, I guess, is Yang Zings. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Actually, oh my god!
That would be fun.
If you use this in the Yangtze mirror match, you could empty them.
Yeah. That would
Holy shit!
unless they're stupid enough to keep going, they could just say nah.
Yeah, but then again, you can only activate each Yangtze once per turn. So I mean, there's that.
Yeah, there's that too.
So I mean, you could only take care of like 6 cards max.
So if Yang
7 if they're on the 5.
if Yang Zing became a problem, then maybe.
Anyway,
So let's
we
get out
finished
of those.
Kaiba. We
Yugi?
finished Kaiba. So you want to go to Yugi?
Let's do Yugi boy.
Yugi boy.
Alright, let's
So
go.
shall we start with Slifer?
Slifer's not even worth going over. We already know what it does.
Dude,
It's just a new
The
artwork.
artwork. I'm not talking about the effect.
All right, let's talk
Fuck
about
the effect.
talk about the artwork then. It's
Fine. It's
It looks nice. Next card.
nice. Deleted. Dark Magic
Yeah,
Veil.
No, could I
Oh,
take
oh.
a card? Just what? Why is Arcana Knight Joker here?
Let me
Is this
It's a
even a
new
different
art-
artwork?
it's nice. Continue.
No, like literally, why is it there?
Yeah.
I don't know,
It's a different
a new
artwork.
The new artwork. That's why.
Oh, okay. Same
What?
card before though. I guess
Oh,
so.
for fuck's sake!
Right, delete that too.
Yeah,
Why don't we go through the Magnet Warriors then?
Okay, Magnet Warriors. We've got I can't pronounce that first Sirion.
we have Alpha, Beta, and Gamma.
Let me find it.
Let's
then-
start with Gamma.
Okay, go for it.
There's Sirion, the
Gamma.
Electromagna Warrior.
If this card is normal or special summon, you could target one level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior. You could special summon one level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monster for your hand, except himself. And then during your opponent's turn, you contribute this card to special summon a Magnet Warrior monster from your deck, and this is a quick effect.
So I'm gonna.
They all have that effect, by the way.
I'm gonna assume that Electromagnet counts as Magnet Warrior.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, it has Magnet Warrior in its name.
Well, the Magnet Warriors should have always been what Gadgets were, and Gadgets were never too amazing anyway, so fine.
Dude, they were the top tier shit when Ultimate Offering was around.
Yeah, OCG. In OCG, they were strong for a little while. I used to really love playing against Gadgets, but the only deck that was ever viable at 45. But
Next.
go for it.
Alright, next is Beta, the Electromagnetic Warrior, which, okay, I will say this now, looking at it, all of the Magnet Warriors with their quick effects are the same, so I'll just go over their
Yeah,
first effect then.
that's what I was saying.
Beta, if this card is normal or special summon, you could target one. You can add one level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monster from your deck to your hand. So, except himself. So, you have Surge Power.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's search power for Magnet Warriors. Like literally, it could say add 2 Magnet Warriors, and it would be like, okay,
Yeah.
it's Magnet Warriors.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
And finally, we have Alpha, the Electromagnet Warrior.
Looks cool. Got
Where-
cool art.
If this card is if this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add one level 8 Magna Warrior monster from
No,
your
you can
deck to your
special
hand.
summon.
Yes. They could be special summon.
No. No, yeah,
Special
normal or
summon.
special. Yeah, normal or special summon. It just says add.
Yeah.
No, you can special summon 1 level 4 lower. Wait, are we talking about Gamma?
No,
No,
Alpha,
I'm talking.
dude,
No, I'm
Alpha.
talking about Alpha. We
Oh.
already talked.
We started with Gamma. I thought we
Yeah,
were
we started
going
with
in.
Gamma. We started with Gamma and we went down.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So
So-
Alpha makes it so that you can add Valkyrion or the original Valkyrion, the Magna Warrior, or we can add Virizion, the Electromagna Warrior,
Versirion, the
Verzirion,
Electromagna
whatever.
Warrior.
He is a
Versirion. It's not a
level 8 rock monsters,
Earth.
rock earth, 3k attack, 28 defense, where you summon him by banishing one of all of them from your hand, field, or graveyard.
Okay, that's not bad.
Then you can banish one level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monster from a graveyard to target a card your opponent controls and destroy it. And then if he is destroyed,
Yeah.
no, if he's just okay, if he's destroyed, or if this card in its owner's position is destroyed by opponent's card, so pretty much if it's destroyed, you could target one of all of the Electromagnet Warriors from among your banished monsters, and then special summon them to the field.
Do you know that is, I believe, the only monster that says among?
Which then, because all of them being summoned, all of them would get their effects.
Which is nice, but it's still Magnet Warriors.
It's a fun deck. It's a fun deck, catalyst, you know. At least they can use things like Rock Stun to mill themselves to the graveyard, and then.
Or since with the level 3s, you can use Gorgonix.
Yeah, that too. That too.
If only you didn't have to run the level 4s.
It's a fun deck, but yeah, it is a shame that you have to run the level 4s. That does slow it down a bit. But,
Like, maybe if the level 4s were like 19, 2000, 1800 respectively.
Yeah.
No, 1800, I mean, like, yeah, like they're beaters. But isn't the top one like 16?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Check.
But, I mean...
no, 17. Sorry.
It's something which I would be willing to like try out for a while, see how far I can take it, and just have fun with it.
Yeah, me
But
too.
it's-
I'm not saying I won't run it. I'm
but-
just
Also,
saying...
It's just nothing.
Also, Ravon, we're going to be going over Hokai once we're done with everything else, because I feel like that's going to be the main thing that's actually here.
I have no idea what Hawkeye is, so we will get to that for sure. So next
It's
we've got
basically the new version.
Well, we're not going to talk. We're not
of
going to
the-
talk about anything about it. We're going to let Sean read. How about Sean? We'll let you read all of it and just have your opinion blind of it when we're done.
Sure.
So basically,
So
we're
we-
going
we
to
got-
scare him shitless.
So we got Silver Gadget next. That's another Yugi card.
Yep.
We got Gold Gadget recently as well.
No, it's not Union.
Yeah, which both of them have the exact same effect, so we're just going to go with Silver Gadget.
Yep. So Silver Gadget, special summon one level 4 machine type from your hand. If this card is destroyed by battle card effect, you can special summon one level 4 gadget monster from your deck. Except Silver Gadget, you can only use one Silver Gadget effect once per turn, and only once that turn.
So the thing that I think of this with it is that since it says you can't summon itself, you go Silver Gadget into Gold Gadget, and then
Yeah.
Gold Gadget gets its effect.
Yeah.
Exactly. Although I am kind of disappointed with Konami. They gave us
Why?
gold, they gave us silver, and they didn't give us bronze.
I almost freaked out by reading this card, looking at the picture, because it's got Fiend written as that.
I know, it's like, what is... Like, yeah, it has...
That's
feet.
DevPro.
That is
Yeah.
a typo.
Yeah, no, that's
why?
nothing. There was a, for the longest amount of time, what's that level 3 warrior that summons another one, and if you
the
control
captain.
2 of them, you... Yeah, I believe he was a beast for the longest of times.
Jesus, guys, come on.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he is a
Whoa.
beast when 2 of them are on the field. So, I mean, technically, DevPro is correct.
Does this help gadgets much?
Well, it's basically a bigger version of Tin Goldfish that if you
not
like
even have it in the deck, and the deck will work.
Well, no, because like if you Valor like 10 goldfish, you stop and you're fucked. If you Valor this, then you just hope that they destroy it, then you get another gadget, whether it be gold or one of the colored ones.
Any of the other ones.
Again.
So like, in all, it's not bad.
It's a fun card.
Not bad. It's fucking amazing.
It adds to the archetype, and it helps it out a little bit with more rank plays, I guess. But
the only thing that I feel like gadgets are missing is good rank 4s.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, like, yeah, they have a good toolbox, they're good outs.
They just have nothing to use it with.
Right.
No, just they have no good rank for them. Yeah, they have Gigant X, but he's only 23.
Yeah.
They have well, they have Crazy Box. He's 3,000, but he can't attack.
So this next card, and you guys are gonna have to catch me up if there's any spell or trap cards I'm missing here that relate to Yugi. But this next monster I think is freaking awesome. That's Silent Swordsman. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Way to go!
Silence.
Way to go and fix that shit. Holy crap! Silent Swordsman is good. Okay, so let's read this out. Silent Swordsman, 1,000 attack, 1,000 defense, level 4 monster, weak as crap. Cannot be normal summoned except must be special summoned by tributing one from your hand by tributing one warrior type monster, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Easy. Once per turn during the standby phase, this card gains 500 attack. Not really that important. Once per turn.
During either player's standby phase, he just gains. So literally, if you summon him during your opponent's turn, he becomes 15. Then during your next turn, he becomes 2k beatstick.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Once per turn during that's really just an homage to the original. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can negate the activation. That is sick.
Yeah.
That is so good for a level 4 easy to special summon.
Could you imagine if you could normal summon this guy?
Yeah. Holy crap.
But keep reading it. This is the best part.
If this card is destroyed by battle, so yo, come at me if you want to destroy me with my weak attack, otherwise I'm just gonna grow. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one Silent Swordsman monster from your hand or deck, except Silent Swordsman, ignoring its summoning conditions.
That isn't correct.
You get an instant Silent Swordsman level 7.
Yo,
you read that wrong. It's summon one level 7 Silent Swordsman.
Yes, exactly. And in case...
Why would you summon anything else? That has to be a typo, right, RB?
No, it says in the type you can special summon one Silent Swordsman.
No, RB, you have to read between the lines. It obviously says level 7.
It's level 7. Yeah, it's obvious that you bring out level 7.
Yeah, see, you can special summon one level 7 swordsman? Yeah.
That is
Don't you see it? It's so obvious.
Good. And in case you guys don't know what Silent Swordsman level 7 does, first of all, let's just say, yo, the design of Silent Swordsman was always sick.
We have one more silent card.
It's basically Cloud's Buster Sword, and then it is a 2800 level 7 monster that negates all spell effects on the field. That is so good even this day and age.
This
makes it even better.
Now we need to read. Now we need to read the spell that went with it, called Silent Sword.
Oh shit! I didn't.
Sean,
know that.
you have to promise me one thing.
What?
No fapping until after the stream is over.
Look, this is kid friendly. What are you doing?
Kid friendly? Since when? I've been saying fuck all year long.
Okay, Silent Sword. Quick play
kid
spell.
friendly. This is about as kid friendly as Yu-Gi-Oh.
Target one Silent Swordsman monster you control. That target gains 1500 attack and defense, and if it does, it is unaffected by your opponent's card effects until the end of this turn. What? This card's activation
cannot be cannot be negated. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add one Silent Swordsman monster from your deck to your hand.
Sickest.
I told you, Sean, no fapping.
Oh my god! Oh
Sean.
my god! You
naughty boy, are you really?
You geniuses! You did something right for once.
John,
They
what
took-
did I just say?
They took an old archetype, an old weak-ass archetype. Well, not even a barely an archetype, but just a monster, and they made it actually semi-workable.
But this is the thing, it's like when-
that.
It becomes
think about it,
4300, Sean. The level
bring-
7 one.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
bring out
God.
Silent Swordsman level 7. You used it. Wait a minute, hold on.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
No way, this is the thing, you can't.
Yes, you can. Target one Silent Swordsman monster. This affects... this card's activation effect
never
cannot
mind.
be negated.
That is so
Yeah, because-
sick.
So then you have Silent
A
Swordsman level
4300
7.
unaffected monster.
That's insane.
Jizz...
That's insane. I am building a Silent Swordsman deck soon. Very, very
Soon, you're doing it now.
You
I
are
can see it in
doing
your
it.
mind.
God, look, seriously, listen, we've been streaming for a little while now. Do we need to go for anything else? I think I'm done. I think we're done here, because holy
We have a
crap.
bunch of cards left.
I mean, alright, Cyber Angels. Who gives a fuck about Cyber Angels? Seriously.
Dude, let's just finish this.
Fine, fair enough,
Yeah,
fair enough.
You can check out Silent Swordsman later. I'll even help you if you want to.
Silent Swordsman was amazing. That was, wow. I'm so impressed.
Alright, how about this then?
Go for it.
We'll just go through like we'll
Let's
go
just-
through the card. How about we just get to the cards that actually matter and then we can
How
be
about we
done?
go what
Yeah,
we
can we-
already doing?
You guys seem to know more about this movie than I do. Can we just get rid of the ones that,
That kind
Get
of
rid
like
of
yeah, they're
Cybers.
kind of just
let's get rid of the ones that are just not worth talking about real quick, and then we'll talk.
Basically, the cyber stuff. That is, yeah, Machine Angel Ritual and
like we'll leave that for a moment, just like talk about it really quick because Cyber Angel is actually kind of interesting.
Can I just say, what's up with their artwork? They don't. The artwork looks.
oh yeah, we forgot Cypher Wing.
The cyber.
Cyber Angel is actually from the GX anime.
Yeah, I know that, but look at the artwork. The
Remember
artwork,
that chick
The
that
it's Alexis, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Alexis Road. She used
The
this.
the artwork looks like it has been just ripped from the anime. It doesn't look like. It is pretty bad, in my opinion.
That's
Eh.
because it's a photograph of a
Right.
it's
So-
from V-Jump.
So oh, okay. Oh wow. All right, fine, fair enough.
Anyway,
The card isn't
sh-
out yet.
Sean,
I
the
see.
reason I was saying a certain monster with the card by the name of Cypher Wing, it's an old monster by the name of Kinetic Soldier.
Kinetic Soldier.
Yeah, because in the OCG, Kinetic Soldier is Cypher Soldier, if I'm not mistaken.
So we're looking at Cypher Wing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Kinetic Soldier. That, if I remember, Kinetic Soldier is a machine that battles a warrior.
No,
Yeah, against-
it's
2
I-
or 3,000? No, it's a warrior.
Yeah, it's a warrior
battles
that
a
if it-
machine.
it's a machine that battles a warrior. It gains 2k
Cool.
during damage calc.
So Cypher Wing is a machine, and if you control a Cypher monster or Kinetic Soldier, that's cool. You can special summon this card from your hand. You contribute this card, increase the levels of all Cypher monsters and Kinetic Soldier you control by 4 until the end of this turn. Wow, interesting.
So
Am I the only
And-
one that thinks that they should just rename Kinetic Soldier into Cypher Soldier?
Maybe it is in Japan. Maybe it's something like that.
but
No, it is in Japan. I mean, like in the TCG.
Oh, seeing.
so now we have the segue to Cypher Wing to Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon.
Now this is the one that everyone's been going crazy about. This is basically Snatch Steel, Big
Can I take the
Eye.
dragon?
Yes, man,
Snatch
go for it.
Steel and Big Eye on crack.
Go for it.
Hey, Sean, can I take him? It's
Yeah,
a dragon.
Go for it.
Alright. It's Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. Monster effect, XYZ, Dragon, Light, rank 8. 3, it's blue eye stats, 2 level 8s. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. Then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Other monster you control cannot attack directly. Sean,
Sorry, I put it away.
no fapping. Monsters you control cannot attack directly for the rest of this turn. Also, take control of that monster until the end phase. But its effects are negated its attack becomes 3000, and its name becomes Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. Oh god, the horror.
Jesus Christ.
You want to know something funny that I'm just thinking of?
That's so
Imagine
dumb.
taking
That's so
No, you
dumb.
Imagine taking a level 1/0/0 monster like
I know,
Valor.
and you take it, it becomes Galaxy Cyber Dragon. I mean, you just make a level 1 vanilla become a 3K beat stick.
Like seriously, I would be so pissed off right now if I hadn't already played a Blue Eyes deck and had one of my own, because like I would be like, that is just the dumbest thing they could ever come up with. You just
But I will be using it with this.
Yeah, but only Cypher Dragon can attack directly, and this Cypher Dragon, not the other one.
Right.
So it is kind of fair.
Yeah, that's the only downside with this,
So
is that it's like a Malefic monster where only this monster can really attack. Except
No,
that
it can still attack monsters.
it can still attack monsters. It's just that the other ones have a restriction.
Basically, what this card does, it just destroys the mirror match, because if I like take a Galaxy XYZ monster, I can overlay my dragons on top of it and just ruin my opponent's day.
Yeah, absolutely. That is insane. It's just great as a removal tool. Period. If
only it didn't target.
Sorry, say that again.
If only it didn't target.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If only it wasn't a target effect, it would be perfect. That is amazing. That is going to go into everyone's rank 8
So,
box.
do we want to talk about Gate of the Magical Contract?
Let's have a look. Gate of the Magical Contract. Add one spell
It's
card.
a...
Whoa. Add one spell card from your hand to your opponent's hand. Then add one level 7 or 8 dark monster from your deck to your hand.
You
Yeah, I
have a
missed
spell.
that.
You have a spell card that can search Dark Arm Dragon.
Yeah, but I misread this card first. I honestly thought it said add one. Like, I only read add one spell card. I was like, add one spell card from your deck to your hand, then add one level 7 dark monster from your deck to
Like,
your hand.
Broken.
Oh, like, how is no one talking about this? No one like,
Okay.
I'm gonna read this again.
Okay.
Oh,
Hang
that's
on. Ravan's shouting, "Notice me, senpai." So let me read what he's saying. Ravan619. He said, "Tell us to stop shouting." Yeah, okay, we'll stop shouting. I think I'm done with shouting.
Sorry.
No, we won't.
The cyber stuff is pretty good with pre-prep. Don't skip Hokai. If you steal an XYZ
No,
Cypher,
pre-prep doesn't work with ciphers.
if you steal an XC with Cypher Dragon, you can turn it into Galaxy Eyes of Dark Matter. Any XC. Notice me, senpai. Welcome home, Toby. Get on the magical contract. Sorry, yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, Jay, it doesn't work. Pre-prep doesn't work with ciphers. The spell says it can summon any cyber ritual monster. So
Gate of the magical contract is really good.
it can be, but
That's
remember,
stupid.
you're still going -1. Well, you're going equal, but your opponent goes +1.
Okay, but give them like a ritual card. Look, I'm thinking about like Galaxy Max. I'll give them Dark Contract or whatever. Give that to my opponent. What the hell are they gonna do with that? And then
No, you
Add
want.
a dark arm, then make you cry.
pardon.
No, hey Sean.
Add a dark arm dragon, then make you cry.
How would they add a Dark Arm Dragon?
Because
They'd
it
activate
says
their own-
any level 7 or 8 Dark Dragon. Well, no,
No,
Dark.
dark monster.
No, I'm talking about if I use it. How would they? I'm talking about give my opponent a spell card, give them something used like a ritual, and then I can add a level 1, 7, or 8, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So yeah, give my opponent something useless like a ritual, then grabs I don't know, Galaxy Chaos Max, and then whatever.
Fuck me.
What's wrong? What? All right, have I messed up here?
No. I'm looking at the Hyokais. Just.
Oh. I tried.
That's pretty much my reaction to the deck. Fuck me.
I tried to add Toby to the call. I'll try it again. Dude.
He needs to update Skype. It looks like.
Oh, okay. LOL.
Update Skype. What do you need to update?
Okay. Did you actually want to talk about Cyber Angels? Actually, you know what? Before we do, there is one card here. I'm gonna guess it's a Magician's card. It's Magician's Protection. So I guess it's a Yugi card.
Where?
Or a Dark Magic Veil.
So
Yeah, or
Pretty
that's
much
it.
what Ribbon has been slobbering over for the past, 2 days?
So we've got Dark Magic Veil and we've got Magician's Protection. Am I missing anything else here?
I don't think we should talk about Dark Magic Veil, just to piss him off.
Alright, no Dark Magic Veil. Bye bye Dark Magic Veil.
No, I don't want it to kill me.
And Magician's Protection. While you control a spellcaster type monster, half all damage you take. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one spellcaster type in your graveyard, special summon it. Okay.
Also, well,
Okay.
actually, I think I like an artwork. I think I know an artwork that will make Sean here very happy.
Well, what's up?
Look at the very last trap card called Skirm Force.
Uh,
Jerry Bean Man.
Yeah! Ooh! Yeah! Yeah! Ooh!
But back onto the Magician card. I think like the
too
only
far.
thing that's pretty much hindering the card from being played is that the Dark Magician deck, and I think Jay can vouch for this, is that it's so goddamn
Background.
tight.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Unless you're like willing to play 50 card deck. Hell, you could.
I'm trying to think, is there anything besides Dark Magicians that this could be useful for?
Shadows.
Hey.
Shadows, maybe, yeah. I'm just thinking like, it's a bit... Oh, yo, did someone say hi? What the hell?
Yeah, that's
No.
Mr. Toby.
Hey, Toby.
No, it
how
wasn't. So,
How you doing, man?
so, man, I just got out of work.
Yeah,
Well, actually, it wasn't really work. It was like more like a military class as I was in.
cool.
But, yeah, I thought I was gonna be there a lot longer. But,
Well, welcome to the stream, man. We've gone through quite a few of the cards so far, but did you have any opinions on any of the stuff we missed? We've done already.
Except for
that
Raid Raptors. You don't need your help.
hold on, I'm trying to open the game right now so I can look at the cards again
Cool.
because I only remember like about 2 cards from there.
Well, Raid
Let
Raptors.
me
Uh,
guess. It's the Raid Raptors.
Raid Raptors. Okay.
Wouldn't
Cool.
surprise me.
Well, you hit us up if you had anything, but Magician's Protection seems okay, but I don't know if it's really necessary. They've got a lot of recovery from the graveyard as it is, and to be honest...
Dark Magic Veil, that is an excellent card, I gotta say.
That's
damn
trash.
it.
Never run it. Absolute garbage.
It's
Nirvana is
It's
going
pretty
to kill
much
me.
an OP reborn version for spellcasters. You could literally bring back Thousand Eyes Restrict with that thing, or
Oh
Relinquish if
my
you want.
god.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you could also
absolutely
bring back any Shadow monsters.
right. Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Although with
forgot-
Construct Band,
Oh yeah,
that isn't really a
yeah.
problem.
I keep forgetting those are spellcasters.
Yeah.
It-
Shadow Beast, Shadow Dragon.
it
Still a
also-
spellcaster.
It also pretty much makes Dark Magician of Chaos free.
Does
Okay,
this
like
mean Gravekeeper support?
now I will say that everything else is not really that. It's like it doesn't really mean that much. Well, I mean for Sean, Skirm Force is
Score for us is going to be amazing. I can't
because of
wait.
that Jerry B.
He
because
doesn't
that
even
Jerry
know what
B
it
man.
does. He just knows that Jerry B Man is on it.
What else
Exactly.
do I-
Oh yeah,
Fuck, 1 second. Add to group, cool. There we go.
the other day, and he ended up giving me a burn damage of 4,600 for game. I was so.
Oh, let me guess. The magical, what's that insect called? That mills monsters until you get a spell or trap?
Isn't it? Isn't it
You
magic?
talking
know
about
what?
Dark Matter?
No, Magical Merchant.
No.
Yeah.
Magical Merchant.
Oh.
Was it that type of deck?
Okay.
No.
so-
It was a Blue Eyes deck, but he used Dark Matter
4600.
harass. He used Dark Matter to mill more cards, and that's pretty much how. And then
but
I
you
ended up
only
attacking
get
his Blue
damage
Eyes.
for different names. How on earth did
Yeah,
you
yeah.
manage
But
to
it was basically a Blue Eyes dragon variant. Like it wasn't actual spellcasters in there. It was like more so dragons. And
Fair
he
enough.
used Dark Matter to mill most of them out, and then freaking I attacked one of his Blue Eyes monsters. That thing came out and like gamed me. I was like, oh.
Now, I think really the only thing else that we could talk with before we get to the Hyokai with the big main event,
I still don't know what
I
they are.
think is the Cyber Angels, and that's it. pretty
And Dark
much.
Magic Veil, you guys
Well, there's
completely skipped that.
Unearthing Destiny.
Oh, hey, Rayvon.
Yeah, I'm here.
Dude, it was just a prank, bro. Just a prank.
What you guys think of the new Silent Swordsman support? This is one card that could bring out Silent Swordsman.
Sean is pretty much dirty his pants about twice.
My ears kind of hurt still from Sean's hype.
The
Iron Man thing about Cypher, the new one. They were talking about stealing stuff in the mirror match and turning it into the other Galaxy Eyes of Dark Matter, but you can do it with any XYZ. You could take their Castel and you could turn Castel.
I stole a Castel and turned it into a Dark Matter.
Exactly.
Freaking stupid.
So good. I'm glad I like switched them out for Dragluon. I switched Dragluon for Cypher.
We should definitely play like a tag duel. Just using this
Dude, that would be fucking stupid. All dragons. Just like people maining Dragon Capture Char.
Oh god.
Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna banish that with White Spirit.
Yeah.
I can actually see Buster Blade having a lot more plays in the game now since a lot of people using Blue Eyes.
Yeah, but no, it might work, Toby, except for one thing. You'd have to run Buster Blader.
Yeah, true. He can be such.
No, I mean like actual, like full-on Buster Blader decks, like
I'm sorry. Then there's only one problem with that. You'd have to run a Buster Blader deck.
It just mix the new Buster Blader support with Dragoonities or something.
I never thought of that. Would that actually work?
Them even further. Leave Dragoonities alone.
So
Dragoonities are the next Insectors.
So next we've got Cyber Angels.
Which
I will say
Cyber Angels kind of cool.
About the best Dark Magician card.
Yeah, Cyber Angels kind of cool.
Best on the Dark from Hand or Grave.
These cards should have been out in the game, honestly. Like, I don't know why they waited this long to release these cards.
Well, are they updating at all for the new version of Alexis or anything, or are they just literally the same cards?
Yeah, I think that's the new Arc V stuff. But there is a card that the Cyber Angels do use that you can search for pre-preparation, because I played someone earlier who did it to me, because they added one of the rituals and a ritual card. Not sure which one it was, I can't remember, but I've got the replay on my DevPro. I'll put
Ritual summon Cyber Angel Dakini!
Put out that
might
2100
be the old Cyber
and
Angel.
It's destroyed by battle. If they summon the second monster, its attack doubles. So it's not
that's the old one, the trash one that no one used.
I feel like Ravon is using his office mic.
Pretty much what it is that Cyber Angel Benten, if it destroys a monster by battle, burns them for its original defense, and if it's tributed, you get this. And then if it's tributed, you get to search a light fairy monster from your deck to your hand.
I wonder if they could get sued for Ben 10.
Ben 10.
Alien Force.
My God.
That was terrible.
So bad.
The agony of Sean fuels me. That and cookies, but still.
I didn't see that.
We got Cyber Angel Idaten. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but when this card is ritual summon, you get to search your deck for a ritual spell card, or you recycle from your graveyard back to your hand, and then if it's tributed, all ritual monsters you currently control gain 1,000 attack and defense.
Okay.
And finally we have Dakini, which 27, 24, level 8. When she's ritual summoned, you can make your opponent send one monster they control to the graveyard.
Which does not trigger things that are sent by card effect like Shadows.
Exactly.
It's the same thing as Cleaford Towers.
Then if a ritual monster you control attacks a defense, it inflicts piercing, and then once per turn during the end phase, you can target one ritual monster or Machine Angel ritual in your graveyard and add it to your hand.
Does send one monster they control to the graveyard target?
Nope. Your opponent. No. You make your opponent send one.
That alone makes me like this card.
And then finally, it's the Machine Angel ritual, which pretty much it's like a standard ritual spell where it gets ritual summon any Cyber Angel. But if a light monster or monsters you control be destroyed by battle or card event, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead.
Cool.
Essentially, that works.
It's
like
kind of. This is the thing on how it's a worse version of a ritual spell called Hymn of Light.
That's what I was thinking. Hymn of Light.
Hymn of Light. which is
HY
used to
and
summon Herald of Affection.
Saphira.
Okay, this is
Sapphira. Oh,
this is me just going down a trip of nostalgia lane and thinking about when I used to play the game.
guys, I just found a card that might be interesting.
What?
Fuse Explosion.
What?
Oh yeah, Fuse
When
Explosion.
a card you control is destroyed by a spell effect, target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. When a card you control is destroyed by a spell effect, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one card your opponent controls, destroy it.
It's a.
Why would they
card.
make this card?
I don't know.
I think Kaiba uses it in the movie.
But anyway,
Have you seen the movie?
Is
I
anyone?
think Yugi tries the Thousand Knives, Neo Blue Eyes or something. I can't remember. It's all fuzzy.
But anyway,
Have you seen the
now it's time
Maybe.
to get into the bulk.
Hang on. I just want to
Oh,
say one thing
Skype.
one thing about Cyber Angels. When I used to play this game, I know Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty much a big sausage fest, but I did know a couple of girls that used to play this game, and often they would like to play female archetypes, and that's something which I think is actually quite lacking this day and age. And
Yeah.
So at the very
Oh, we got
least,
Magician Girl.
yeah, fan service.
Cosmos has some females in there.
It's nice that they're doing, I guess, Cyber Angels, because you got one character, even
Actually,
though it's
if you
not really an
start
archetype.
we're getting a lot more female archetypes. You got the dancer types. You got the
Melodious.
melodious,
Yeah.
melodious,
It's true.
and because we're getting more female characters.
Sorry, who said the what?
I was making a joke. I said they might be gender fluid.
Okay, cool. All right, so
I'm
yeah,
just not thinking Yu-Gi-Oh.
Cyber Angels.
What card are we on right now?
out there?
We're on
We're going to
Gate.
scare the crap out of Sean with yokais.
So,
Yeah,
hang
that's
on.
the important stuff. I was playing this stuff earlier. Sean, I'm not going to ruin the effects, but when I was playing earlier, if you don't have a full back row setup, you are getting OTK turn one.
So
No.
Oh yeah, I played
No,
Hokai's.
Revive.
I was frustrated as hell. I'm like, how do you play this deck?
So is that it for everything else? Is Hokai's the
Look
last
at
thing here?
you, then
Yeah,
read the
Hokai's pretty much
and read the spell.
Even
Yeah,
cattle calling? Is that Hokai?
Cattle call.
Like, I'm looking at
Yokai
and Scrumfuls.
the
Come on,
villain-
guys.
Cattle calling.
some BS.
Well, it's good in that level 2 beast deck.
Well, let's leave
You mean-
Hokai
you mean-
for the last
you mean-
one. Let me get rid
You
of
mean raccoons?
Let's get rid of this. Cattle calling send one face up monster you control whose original type is beast. Special summon one monster from the same from the extra deck, but it cannot attack. Its effects are negated. Is there any use for this card? Can anyone think of anything? Because otherwise I'll just delete it right now.
No,
level 2
not really.
beast deck.
Deleted it.
That's about it.
Best card of the night, Scrum Force. But while you control 2 or more face at defense position monsters you control cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Wow. In this card,
We have the X-Files.
2 beast. One is for obedient school decks, which can use stuff like Fabled Unicorn. And yes, they can be very anti-meta.
Yeah, and the raccoons and all that.
if this card
Yeah,
would be destroyed by
but Sean, you're forgetting the X-Files.
X-Files. Okay. Well, I'll get
Yeah,
this
Kaiju X-Files.
Kaiju X-Files.
Is that a trap or a spell?
Spell.
No.
It's a spell.
Kaiju
It's the
X-Files.
one with
Oh,
the
wow,
white
that's-
stuff on it.
That's a cool card. Each time a kaiju monster is special summoned from the hand and or graveyard, place one kaiju counter on this card. Finally seeing kaiju counters. Once per turn, you can target one kaiju monster in the field, destroy it, then special summon one kaiju monster from your deck with a different original name to the controller's field. Huh. If you can send this card with 3 or more kaiju counters to the graveyard, add one kaiju spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, except kaiju X-Files. That's good. That's pretty good.
Now let me say one thing about kaijus. I realized that Relinquish works very well with kaijus.
Oh yeah? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, obviously.
Oh yeah, hey Toby, have you tried
Whenever you
the
summon a
engine
monster
with,
and then steal it, huh?
But that's what
have
we
you
used to do.
tried the engine with the Karibo monster, the one with if you tribute it, you draw one card? It's a level 1 Karibo monster.
Isn't it Relinkaribo?
Let me check.
But I mean what you guys are talking about the kaijus is what we used to do, like volcanic.
Yeah,
waves
no,
and,
Sakuribo. If this card is distributed, draw one card.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a 9-card engine. It's 3 relinquished 3 ritual, 3 of this. No, actually, it's 12 cards, and then 3 pre-prep. It's insane if you add kaijus.
It sounds like fun. It sounds really,
Oh, yeah.
really fun.
It's amazing.
Really, really
Especially if you summon Ultimate Falcon in that deck.
Honestly, anything that really helps Relinquish more power to them, because Relinquished, and to be honest, in general, tributing monsters is the new destruction of the day and age, really. So, more power to people with that. So, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good stuff. So, is that it now? Is it all Hokais now?
Well, I mean, we have the other traps, but they're really not that important.
Well, we could delete
Dude,
them.
how could you not like Revealing Light?
Dude,
it's not like it's garbage.
I hate Souls of Revealing Light, so this had better not be basically the same.
It's worse by 1,000.
Once per battle, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, pay 1k, negate the attack. During your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard this turn. Monsters your opponent's controls cannot attack directly. Okay, moving on. Anyway, Dimension Reflector, is that Hokai? No, this is like the Fairy Mirror.
No, these are like its own thing for some reason, like Dimension Trap cards. Right. I don't even know where these came from.
Can we get those out of the way real quick? I don't even want to talk about them. I just want to make
sure
the list is clear.
Calm down.
And then yeah, so we got Dimension Guardian, Dimension Reflector, Dimension Mirage. Activate this card. Let's do Guardian. Activate this card by targeting one face-up attack monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. Nice.
It's like a worse version of Safe Zone.
Yep. It really has no downsides because if it's destroyed, it doesn't destroy your monster. So, nice. Dimension Reflector.
Anyone want to talk about Final Geeses?
Activate this card by banishing 2 monsters you control. Then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Special summon this card as an attack position. As an effect monster with the same attack and defense that target. As that target, spellcaster, blah blah blah. This card is also trap card. If summoned this way, inflict damage to your opponent equal to this card's attack. Really steep cost. Might be fun in a token deck. I might run it in that at most.
Hey, Sean. Final Geese.
Final Gate. Or Final Gate.
At least one monster with an original level.
Hang on, let me do these Dimension ones real quick. Dimension Mirage. Activate this card by targeting one face-up attack position monster your opponent controls. At the end of the damage step, when that target attacks a monster, but that monster was not destroyed by battle, you can banish one monster from your graveyard. That target must make a second attack in a row. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. Okay.
Like, the only thing that I can see with this is that if you combine it with Guardian, you can make... If you combine it with Guardian or just this in general...
It sounds like...
It's like you combine it with Yubel.
It sounds like incredibly specific stuff that you'll find Yugi playing in the show, in a new movie.
Yeah.
Final
Geese. In the movie.
And Final Geese, go for a Storm.
Alright, if at least one monster with an original level of 7 or higher was sent from each player's graveyard, field to the graveyard this turn, banish all monsters from both players' graveyards. Then you can special summon the one spellcaster type monster among the banished monster with the highest level. Your choice if tied. How do you activate this?
Yeah, it's a hard call. Yes, there.
It's such a shame that the activation effect is so bullshit, because other than that, the effect is pretty awesome.
No, actually, you could just Dark Hole when you control Dark Magician and your opponent controls a Blue Eyes.
But still.
How
it's
likely
gonna
is
be
that
a lot during the next coming months.
The one spellcaster.
Like, if they update Legacy of the Duelist, that needs to be an achievement, like a platinum trophy in itself.
Activate Final
I'm
Geese.
surprised there ain't no platinum trophies at all in Legacy.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the card that Yugi beat Marek with at the end of season 2, and I think it was like Valhalla or Pandemonium.
I think it was called Ragnarok.
Oh, that bullshit where he got all his monsters to attack the.
Yeah. It's like that. It's like that random situation. Like, how is that ever actually useful? Like,
no, it's like you destroy all monsters on the field, and then he burns them for the total attack.
Stupid.
He just pulled luck out of his ass. Like, how is that possible?
He pulled a Joey.
It's pretty. Even Joey's not that lucky.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Well, they
Joey's not
explained
Joey.
to be fair, they did explain in the ceremonial duel that Yugi can basically magically draw whatever card he needs from his deck. And in Zexal, I think the Astral explains that a good jeweler can actually wheel the card from his deck, even if it wasn't in his deck. I'm like, say what?
I know, it's
So
like that's like
cheating.
that is like the biggest bullshit excuse of
It
cheating
really is.
because
It
all of a
really
sudden because
is.
all of a sudden Yuma
So
had
cards
I
of
can
in his
will
deck.
That's what
a
he
Monster
said.
Reborn into
Like,
my
ha ha
deck.
ha! I'm gonna use magic to get this OP card out of my butt.
No, it's like
I don't wanna
it's
touch
like
that
all of a
card.
sudden during
Please.
the duel he has these cards in his deck now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
that's not
weren't
the
in the
worst
deck.
thing.
It's like I transformed. Now there are Zexal weapons that weren't in my deck. It just went from 40 cards to 50, and I stacked it on top of my deck.
Yeah,
What card I need
exactly.
now? Like, you
what is this?
Is
cheating
that why you keep saying that I stack my solemns? You think I have Yami's power?
No, I'm saying you have Astral's power because Yami's too cool for you.
I just noticed.
True.
I just noticed there's a lot of what's of damage that speaks. I can't be bothered. And
No one cares.
no one really does. What about this Metamorph Clay Fortress? Is that Hawkeye?
No.
Fine, fuck it. Meta Lord, the Morning Battleman. I guess no. Crystal
No, like
Avatar.
you remember how like Yugi had those like trap monster kind of things that was like
Yeah.
a fortress for the gadgets. That's kind of what it is, I think.
I guess that's what Crystal Avatar is as well. So delete that. Counter Gate. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, negate the attack, and if you do, draw one card. Immediately after this card resolves, you can normal summon in the tap position if it is a monster.
Okay, that's interesting, but it's like the thing that I could think of this is what the fuck is it? Super Heavy Samurai, but
There is the
Yeah, but
negate.
then you destroy the deck
Yeah,
since you'd have a trap in the graveyard.
exactly.
Right, so let's ignore that.
Yeah, but it's still a free card that you get to draw.
But there's another card that does that. When you receive a direct attack, negate it, draw one. And this one, if it's normal monster, you can summon it. So you're going to have people who are going to start building some really scrubby decks that use all 6 of these. Like every time you try to direct attack, I negate it and I draw. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
And then And then you have
Really?
Unearth.
How do you normal summon during the battle phase? What the fuck?
That's the same as Ultimate Offering, isn't it?
And then you have Unearthing Destiny.
No, but like, at least that is something. But like, what if you draw a level 8? Like, what if I draw Blue Eyes? Can I just normal summon it without tribute?
No. So Unearthing Destiny.
What are the rulings on this?
Wait,
I
no,
don't think
no, it's gonna have to be normal rules. Unearthing
You can with
Destiny,
Mausoleum though.
When you take battle damage, draw one card. If this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, draw one card for each Unearthing Destiny in your graveyard.
So you
Okay,
could draw
now
up to 2.
up to 2, 3.
Delete.
Okay,
Uh,
now Sean,
using this to
Now,
make it
Sean,
go to decks again.
Sean,
Although
what I
he is
did.
missing 3 cards from the Hyokai, the level 1
Yeah,
and the 2
yeah,
level
it's like there's
4.
3. Yeah, there's 3 cards that are not there at the moment, so you'd have to add them in
Okay, so Razorblade.
if we want to go.
Do you want to?
Just search it.
Do you want to break it down for me since you've been playing this afternoon?
Yeah, I can. Sean, I will say really quickly if you can go into Hokai, that there's 3 cards that we need to add into there really quickly, being Vijam, Indora Deathbolt, and Duja.
How the hell am I gonna spell that first
Sure.
one?
It's the
No,
level
it's-
1 and the 2 level 4s.
Still doesn't help.
No, it's like okay, no VIGAM for that.
Just search Yokai, you'll see it in the list. There'll be the ones that aren't there. I think you should cube yourself before he explains
Then
how
we
they work.
have put in
I might be wrong, but wasn't there... Oh, right, sorry, no.
Okay,
put in Deathbolt,
Deathbolt.
two words,
Yeah,
and then Duja, DUGA,
that sounds dirty. There we go, Duja. All right.
and that's it.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna... No, it's not Duja, it's Duya. I'm gonna Duya. It's
Anyway.
Anyway, Sean, read the spell card, then read Cube's effect.
Okay, go for it.
Which spell card?
No, you know,
You should-
why don't we just go down the line first of all? Like we'll go,
Big
We'll just
monster.
Hey,
like
Oh,
we'll
trap.
go all the way to the monsters, and then how about we do the back row, and then we end
Okay,
it with
let's
the fusion.
start with the fusion.
All right, you take the.
Let's
you take
really
the
make him shit
Razorblade.
himself.
Go for it.
Fine. We'll start with the fusion.
No. Just do the monsters.
No, start with a fusion. Believe me, it's gonna be worth it.
All right, fine. What? All right, go on.
That fusion monster's a bastard.
All right, here we go. Dark Hyokai, Wicked Deity, Crimson Nova Trinity.
What a stupid name.
It needs 3 Dark Hyokai Deity Crimson Nova. So, must be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials. It cannot be fusion summoned by the other ways.
That's
First
awesome.
of all, cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects.
Dumb.
It's a 45 beat stick.
Dumb.
And then, this is the
I'm
thing.
so sick of boss monsters like that can't be targeted or destroyed.
Same.
If this card declares an attack, halve your opponent's life points. When this card destroys
That's not the worst.
When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can make a second attack. You can activate this effect and attack again in the same battle phase. And then if you take effect damage, you burn your opponent for the exact same amount.
So let me wrap my head around this. It attacks twice.
It's a BLS that can half your life points each time it attacks.
That halves your life points by at least 6k. No, a maximum of 6k. Not to
You
mention.
broke him.
Wait.
But the thing is, if that's the first one, the direct attack, you just win.
Wait. So the direct attack will do 4,500. Then.
Yep,
And-
and then
but
then
after
because
it
it
halves the
attacked,
life
it would half the life points first, then do the damage.
So that's an instant OTK.
Yeah, so basically, once you see this card, you're fucked.
The only problem is just bringing it out. That's the only thing that you gotta worry about.
Unless you're playing Monarchs. Okay, activate Stormforth. Okay, activate Aether. Okay, GG.
There are fusion cards now that you can just reveal stuff that's either in your grave or your hand, or add to your hand,
Yeah.
then fusion summon as well. There's so
Not
much
even,
use.
not even Lightning could out this.
Yes, it can.
No, I've seen clips from this one YouTuber where he put up like it was pretty much this going head to head against Lightning, and Lightning didn't work.
That's a bug.
Well, to be fair, this needs to be on the field first, and if it's attacked and it's done a direct, you've automatically won. You're not getting lightning out. But the one that you really need to be looking at is Cube and the spell card, because that's the main OTK, and it's so
Hey
easy
guys,
just
I
to
have
build
to
3
go
cards
now.
win.
Sadly.
Sure, Storm. Take care, man.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Sean, seriously,
you
read
talking
the
about
effect
Cubic
of
Karma?
Cube out. Yeah, and
Anyway,
no, the new one from the film that's in this list.
Can we just go down the list first, and then we could talk about it?
Sure.
Anyway,
If we're going down the list, I'm not going to be able to stick around.
We have Hyokai Swan Vijam, which this is Sean. Pretty much, this is the main part of the deck.
Okay.
Cannot be destroyed by battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled an opponent's monster, you can place this card from your monster zone to your spell and trap card zone as a face-up continuous spell. And if you do, place 1 Hyokai counter on that monster. Monsters with Hyokai counters cannot attack, and their effects are negated. While this card is treated as a continuous spell card by this card effect, you get special summon this card.
Okay.
So pretty much the whole deal with it is that you make it so that you have it on the field. It gives the monster Hyokai counters to negate their effects, and then they
Wow.
can't attack.
Jesus. That's stupid.
But okay, this is the downside with the deck, is that after this, all these other monsters cannot be normal or set. They must be first special summon from the hand by either sending 1, 2, or 3 Hyokai monsters you control to the graveyard.
Okay.
Let's start with Dark
That's
Get.
That's really costly, but I'm gonna guess you guys have found a way to work around it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's not even the main strategy. That's your backup plan if the OTK doesn't work.
We start with Dark Ganex, which is a level 2 beast, Earth, 0 attack, 0 defense.
Okay. So that's
You
go
on. You must be first special summon from your hand by sending 1 Hyokai monster you control to the graveyard. If summoned this way, this card gains 1,000 attack.
Mm-hmm.
When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can target up to 2 copies of Hyokai Spawn Vijam in your graveyard.
Wow.
Send this target to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon those targets, and then add 1 Hyokai Beast Blade Garudia from your deck to your hand.
Okay, so it's got an inbuilt searcher tool. Okay. So that.
But it has to. but it has to destroy the monster by battle.
Well, that's going to be hard. With only a 1,000 attack.
Yeah. Okay, this is the thing. They have 3 different subtypes being Beast, Emperor,
Emperor.
and it's let's talk about this. We have Hyokai Beast, Blade Garudia.
Okay, that's the red one. Yep, fire.
Yeah.
Level 3.
It's a Fire Beast, 0 attack, 0 defense. Same thing, except that now you have to tribute 2. You have to send 2 in order to summon him.
Okay.
If summoned this way, this card gains 2k attack. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase.
That's pretty good.
If it destroys a monster by battle, you can target up to 3 Vijam in your graveyard, send it to the graveyard, then summon those, then pretty much add a Gondiel from your deck to your hand. Super Beast.
So you can target up to 3 copies. You don't have to target 3. You can just do it up to 3.
No, up to 3.
And still search out the next monster. Wow.
Yeah, that's only if you do. The best way to do it would be to negate the effect.
So basically, it keeps
Okay, tier 0 confirmed.
it keeps spamming Vijam again and again and again to continuously refuel it and bring out new monsters.
Yeah, which are stronger.
Wow. Okay.
It's funny, I've never seen this deck do any of it, and I've played it 8 times today.
I've done them.
I've only seen them do one single combo, which is bring out the 3k monster, pump its attack up with the spell card, and then just OTK, because it can attack more than once, and then during the end phase it does burn damage.
I feel like this is the thing that I actually went up against you earlier today.
Did I remove it from play with Magician's Circle, and then you rage quit like a salty little girl? Because if so, yes.
No, I didn't. I think what happened
Okay.
is that you activated Magician's Circle because I was going up against Dark Magician,
Okay.
and then I did the exact same thing of summoning out the level 10, pumped him up, attacked, and then it would have doing the same thing that you just said.
And then I removed it from play. So did you set the level 1 in defense? Then I special summoned another Dark Magician.
No.
and moved that
What
one to
happened?
play and kept
No, I don't
poking you
think.
with
I don't think
Black
it was.
Magician.
I don't think it was you then because
Yeah, it wasn't me.
I attacked and then it just immediate rage quit.
Oh no, then it wasn't me because I've beaten it every time.
All right then. Gondiel pretty much. Okay, this is the thing of. Pretty much to speed this up, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
The Hyokai Beast specialize in multiple attacking,
Yes.
multiple attacks.
Yeah.
The Emperor specialize in burning your opponent for 800.
Okay. Is that useful?
Decently depends on what it is.
All right.
Where, it's like Gale. Gale is 800. Vulcan Drogni is 1600, and then Deathbolt is 2400. Attack.
I miss
Attack.
Scorpion.
All of them. Attack. All of them burn 800.
Cool. And then you got. So those are the level 4 ones, the Emperor ones. Is Duja an Emperor as well?
No, he's his own monster, Meteor Hyokai. Where when he's normal or special summon, he sends a Hyokai card from the deck to the graveyard, and then once per turn during either player's turn, if a monster was sent to your graveyard this turn, you can activate this effect and have him gain 200 attack for each monster with a different name in your graveyard until the end of the turn.
So I guess you want to dump Vijom, and then yeah, am I right about that?
Well, there is a card that does that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Finally, we get to the big boy.
Crimson Nova,
Yeah.
or Dark
Where-
Hyokai deity Crimson Nova.
Yeah, where
It's a pretty damn
He's
cool
the-
looking
he-
card.
he's the unique one where you only have to reveal 3 other Hyokai cards with different names in order to summon him.
Okay.
He's unaffected by Pretty much, he's unaffected by other monster effects whose original attack is 3,000 or less.
Oh god.
He's
I feel like a
practically
good play with having 2 of them
Like-
on the field is you could go into Cannon. What's
Like,
that
okay,
one card
oh,
name?
You don't
You
need
mean-
2 of them. Wait
you-
till he finishes
You mean
explaining this
You mean
thing.
Dora? You mean Dora or Gustav?
No. It's the XYZ monsters has something no. Wait, what's his name again?
You mean
It's pretty much a rank 10.
You mean Super
Of
Dreadnought?
satellite cannon.
No, I think
No,
it's
isn't
Super
that a raid
Dreadnought.
rep?
I think you mean Super Dreadnought, that big cannon thing.
Yeah, like
Might be that.
like
It
Dora.
might be.
Dora being exploring.
So this has 3,000 attack. And anything that's less than its spit attack, it can't be. Is unaffected by any effects. Fine, but there's nothing about spell effects or trap effects. So
Keep reading.
keep going.
Well, yeah, pretty much the only way to deal with this is with trap effects. He's just immune. He's pretty much just mostly immune to monster effects, depending on the monster.
It's okay. Yeah. When this attacking card destroys a monster by battle after damage calculation, you can activate this effect. This card can make a second attack. Why does it sounds like even without the big monster, this deck can pretty much OTK. You can
Keep
activate this
reading.
effect during the make a second attack during your end phase. Inflict free.
But this is
Yes.
the thing. It's
Yes.
to both players at the same time. So if you both lose, it's a draw game.
So wait, but listen. So you've got 2 attacks for 3k. During the end phase, you inflict 3k burn damage. Now read the spell card.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. Are we looking
okay,
at Aura
okay,
or
which-
Karma?
The
Cubic-
fiery looking one.
The fiery looking-
Karma.
Karma.
Okay. Spell card. Continue
This is-
spell. Go for it. Go for it, Razorblade.
When this card is activated, you could target one Hyokai monster you control except Vijam.
Oh, God.
Send any number of Vijam except any number of Vijam from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Then the targeted
Wow.
monster gains 800 attack for each monster sent to the graveyard by this effect, even after this card leaves the field.
That's so. Wow.
So 2400.
During your
Then you
opponent's
can put
turn, if
2400.
during your opponent's turn,
What
if
are they-
Vijam
Oh.
if Vijam is special summoned by a Hyokai monster's effect, send this card to the graveyard and have your opponent's life points. Then you can also banish this card to add one Hyokai card from your deck to your hand. Pretty much what you do is that you're either going to activate this to send the Vijam to the graveyard, and then after that, you're just going to bring out a Duya to send Karma to the graveyard, banish it, and get a search.
What?
So what this essentially does is you can make that monster that you can just freely summon for your hand by revealing cards, including that spell card. He can then attack twice with 5400, and then he does 3000 burn damage. I've seen people do it on the
It's
grey
so
one that can attack
stupid.
twice as well. It's just like,
Ravon.
ah!
Ravon, talk to me. What the hell is going on?
I know, like, when I first saw this, because obviously I saw the movie and I was like, what? And then I played it today and I was just like, what? Like, you need your back row set
Wait,
up.
you played it or you
Yeah,
played against it?
Against it. I played against.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to get some Dark Magician jewels just before I came to work, and everyone is playing this with the new console, and it was just like, I was going turn 1. Okay, I've got no monsters. Okay, I'll go Shao, circle.
Okay.
Then I'll do this set, and I'll hope I'll draw a monster next turn. They're like, bam, 3k. I'm like, ah. They're like, bam, 5400. Ah, double attack. 3k burn.
Oh no.
Why?
Do you know what? I think I'm gonna need to make a separate video about some point and just rant about Yu-Gi-Oh because Yu-Gi-Oh's pissing me off. It's
Yeah.
But what's
really
even
pissing
worse is that 5400, even if it dies to a trap, say you go to attack, they mirror force it, or like I did, remove and play Mission in Circle, you then set the level 1 that can't be destroyed by battle. You're like, F you, bruh. It's like,
No, just
what?
stall.
It doesn't even
Like,
take away
okay.
their normal summon.
Okay, now Sean, I will say this: at least the last 4 cards are somewhat balanced, or actually kind of interesting.
Okay.
Alright, question for all 3 of you. Could you say that this new archetype is tier 1 material?
I say build it, test it, and then we discuss our thoughts on it, because we can play the what if as much as we can. I
It's
think
the
we
whole-
should
it's the
build
whole
it
thing on
and
how-
play.
We can I mean, like, I can see at least one of you 4 guys building this as a deck.
Because from this discussion, it makes it seem as though this thing could like wreck the hell out of Cosmos, like
Yeah.
really badly.
It sounds
Oh
like
yeah,
it sounds like
Solemn Strike and the other card is a thing.
Like,
was
I
it
would-
the trap one?
I would like to do a deck profile video on this, and when you guys have experience, because I'm not gonna run it, I'm not touching this thing.
I mean,
This is
I
disgusting.
have already.
Yeah.
My God, it's fucking disgusting.
So I want to
Yeah,
see. I want to see how this.
now,
how,
but I'm saying in the chat. But I was going to say, why don't you talk Arnold through quickly building it, and he can test it out himself, and it'll be the best way to discuss playing.
No, he doesn't want to touch.
I'm not
He's
going-
not tainting his hand.
No.
If he doesn't do it, just you card the card him.
I already.
Hey,
I already have
Arnold.
it.
Aside from this cubic shenanigans or whatever, we should make this a thing every Monday where we all just come on Skype and discuss like all the new cards that showed up for like
Yeah.
the week.
Yeah.
So like, we can make that into a little series.
Or what about Sunday? Would that be better for you guys?
Sunday works for me.
Yeah, Sunday's good. It's just that literally the game updates like mid Sunday, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Depends.
I remember yesterday I was waiting for the update to come out. It didn't come out till like late in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess if it's Sunday, then that way maybe Storm has more time, and then Jay probably
Right.
has more time because he's not at work. So yes, I would be happy to make this as a series. I actually really enjoyed doing this because, like I said, I don't know the game like you guys do, and hearing your opinions on some of this dumb, freaking, I'm deleting this. Just get off my screen.
You don't even want to look at it.
Just get off my screen. Just the only thing I want to see right now is Silent Swordsman. Just bring him back. There we go. Silent Swordsman.
Silent Swordsman, the new Horus, the Black Flame Dragon. Oh my God! If they bring Horus, the Black Flame Dragon, I would be so happy. I would be so fucking happy, dude.
Dude.
But I think we're done here.
Hang on, Storm's calling. We get Storm back in for final thoughts, and then
Alright.
if they do it, dude, Toby, I'm so with you. If they do it for
I played Horus against a pendulum deck, and he could not do shit.
I love Horus so much. I have never ever managed to build a decent Horus deck in my life, but I love that card
I mean,
so much. I
the
wanna make it viable.
only way I've actually seen it played so far is with Hierotics.
Yeah,
Could be-
Erratic
It's a
seems to
decent
like be
build.
the best way to get them out.
Yeah.
Also,
Hey, welcome
But
back,
even
Storm.
so, it's still like
First
pretty
let
brickish.
Silent Swordsman support instead of Horus,
Pardon, sorry,
which
what-
is
yeah.
why would they first make Silent Swordsman stuff before Horus?
Well, Silent Swords was Yugi's card, isn't it? So he would be pairing up with
Yeah, it
yeah,
was.
but it's not the best level monster.
No, I know, but it's all about the movie right now. They're all cashing in big time. This is their Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VII. This is them trying to make as much money as they can off the nostalgia, do all of that, and then they'll do whatever they want to do. I really hope they do it for Horus though, because Horus is easily superior. If not Horus, then
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Silent Magician. Silent Magician would be fun, even though
Yeah.
she's nowhere
Silent
near as
Magician.
good. But that would be fun to do. You know. Yeah, Storm. Welcome back, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
I've just had the lovely pleasure of being explained how these Honkai works.
Oh, that must have been lovely.
I know.
Oh my God. Like,
So-
I will say, like, literally, it's an experience. It's a literally experience to play.
It is.
Oh, I faced them.
This update.
They are
So go on.
like if you hit them with a solemn warning at the right time, they lose. Though, like it's incredible.
like this is the thing of when I did stupid shit with that deck, I'm literally just sitting back in my chair just laughing. Like, it's just like,
Jeez.
what am I doing?
Like,
You're just clicking stuff.
I am
No,
not.
I'm just dying laughing.
I am not looking forward to playing against them at all. Really not. But this update was pretty damn awesome. Pretty damn cool. Thank you guys for helping me out with talking about some of the cards there. Really do appreciate that. That was a very good insight into all 59. I'll put them all back on the screen right now. All 59 of these new
We'll
cards.
go to some duels now.
I can't. I'm gonna have to dash it off, but you guys are of course more than welcome to. I've got to go get some sleep in because I got to wake up early and then carry on
Right.
doing some shit there.